See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Yes. It is a Tuesday. It is Bart and Carlin. It is ESPN New York. It is the ESPN New York app. It is the YouTube ESPN New York page. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartolomeo Anderson Scott. Hello, sir.
What up?
Chilling,
man.
You know.
It's a lot up today, huh?
There is. You're at Jets today. How's everything?
How's morale?
Yeah.
Morale's fine. You know what I mean? We all saw the press conference yesterday. We're all kind of waiting to see like who's going to be the starter. I guess that's the big call. I mean, both teams are in crisis. Giants and Jets. Seems like the Giants have taken the national stage where people are paying attention about questions about Daboll. So here's who shall start.
Yeah.
Is it Tyrod or is it Justin Fields? And I know Aaron Glenn put a little teaser out there, but, no definitive answer. And I don't see nobody in these streets, in these hallways right now, so I can't even give you nothing from my standpoint either.
All right, well, this is where I want to start today. At 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Get involved in the show early. Also in the chat over on the YouTube page. We will get those comments in as well. I just want to start with his comment yesterday in his press conference, Bart, about the quarterback decision and getting it right.
You need to look at, there's a lot of thought that goes into that. For me personally, and then being able to get with the staff, and then just being able to ask other coaches that have been in the situation, how would they handle that? So I want to make sure that I make the right decision. And I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
So let me hear that one more time, because I didn't love it, but let me hear it again, okay? So I want to make sure I have it right.
Well, that's something that, I want to continue to look at. There's a lot of thought that goes into that. For me personally, and then being able to get with the staff, and then just being able to ask other coaches that have been in the situation, how would they handle that? So I want to make sure that I make the right decision. And I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
What decision is there to make anymore, honestly? What are we talking about here?
It's tough. I mean, it is a decision. I think Tyrod could have helped himself a little better if he would have been able to come out and not have the 2 turnovers. The offense did look better, but the result was still the same. It's one of those things, like, how much rope are you going to give this guy? And, we're coming up to the time where it's time to reassess and figure out what's the future is of this team, right? And that's usually going to take place during the bye week. So I don't know, where he is, if he wants to wait till the bye week before he makes that decision or what's going on from that standpoint. But calling other people, that's great to take somebody else's advice, but they're not going to take that L, when you get the L. It doesn't go on them and say, well, they told me that, I should have went with this person or that person. You got to try and just make that decision and live with it. And it's not an easy one because – it's tough when you decide to move from the kid. How engaged is he going to be? And do you keep him involved with packages? Do you give him the Taysom Hill package where he can still be a part of short yardage and goal line and specialty plays and stuff like that? Because you have to keep him engaged because Tyrod has a history of being injured. So it's a lot to consider there. I understand talking to your mentors, talking to other coaches that have been in that situation. You talk to 3 different coaches, you're going to get 3 different answers and solutions because they probably worked out 3 or 4 different ways.
Yeah, that's my issue here. We don't know what to do at this point. Like, this sounds to me like he is doubting a lot of the moves that he's making because of the response there, because of what has happened so far, because they haven't won a game. There feels like there is some self-doubt creeping in there. And when you talk about the fact that we still believe in our process, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do all these things. Well, I'm going to talk to a lot of different people. And I get it. Don't tell me you're going to talk to your mentors. If you want to talk to your mentors, by all means, go ahead and do it. But you hit on it right there. You're going to get 3 different opinions. I get people who are younger people in the business who might get a job opportunity, Bart, and they will ask me, and then they will ask 7 other people what they should do. And what do you end up with at the end of that? Just more confusion.
Yeah, 7 different choices, and you're like, who do I listen to?
Exactly. You listen to yourself. And all I have to do to listen to myself is watch the play. And Justin Fields has the 2nd worst quarterback rating in the NFL. Of the guys that have made all the starts, the only guy who's worse is Cameron Ward. That's it.
He hasn't turned the ball over.
That's it. That's the only thing he hasn't done. It's unbelievable how poorly he has played without throwing an interception.
It's like 200 passes without an interception?
Yeah. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a talking point.
That's 7-0, right? 7 touchdowns, 0 turnovers?
I think it's only 4 touchdowns.
Oh.
It's only 4.
Where he ran to.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I should absolutely just back it in. Never mind the fact that Geno Smith has a higher quarterback rating. Never mind the fact that Tua does, or Flacco, or Bryce Young. I mean, Bart, there's not a discussion to be had here anymore.
Would you take one of those quarterbacks before Justin Fields?
Right now?
Tua, Geno.
I can't say that I would take Geno. I might take Tua. I would certainly take Bryce Young. Flacco? Maybe. Maybe.
Flacco got fired this year.
I know.
He got fired 2 weeks ago.
And then he went over and beat the Steelers the other night.
Only in America, right?
It is amazing. And listen, I get it. It's easy to be sitting here. The view is always best from the cheap seats on this. I understand that. But I also understand that when you are Aaron Glenn and you have put forward this bravado and belief and you're going into everything that you're doing and showing everybody, hey, this is what we're going to do. I'm the guy to get this fixed. Don't worry. And then it starts to creep in middle of the year. Yeah. I understand that. Just don't show it to me. Just make sure you don't show it to me. Because if you show it to me, you're showing it to everybody else. And the last thing you need is for your team to see it.
You got to move in silence. And, that's the thing.
What they talked about in the offseason.
Yeah, and that's why you make the decisions that you make. And I think it should be Tyrod Taylor because you don't want to we always go back to the Jason McCourty's interview where we talk about the first week and about how important it is when things go bad, how the team starts looking at the leadership. And, you don't want them to think that the leadership isn't doing what's best for the team. They're just trying to make sure that they're right. And, maybe – listen, I wouldn't go crazy if they decide to say, you know what, we're going to go with Justin Fields for this one game.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go crazy, but I would expect if that didn't go well, like extremely well, especially against another weak defense, a defense that's not good, especially if that happens, then during the whole break, it would be all about what do we do for Tyrod and how do we help Tyrod play and finish this season out for us.
Yeah, listen, I would understand that too. And I'm with you. I actually wouldn't go nuts.
Like, hey, that's your last chance, bro.
But here's the thing I would say about it, Bart. This coach needs some wins. This coach needs to win some games. And because he does not need the narrative to continue to pick up as we go along. And if you don't win this week, you're going 2 more weeks without playing.
Yeah.
That's what scares me.
That's what I talked about this morning.
Yeah, like you do not want to lose this game and be sitting on 0-8 for 2 full weeks, or 0 whatever it is, 0-7 or 0-8. I can't even keep track anymore. 0-8.
Off in Cabo, everybody looking at you like, "Oh, do you play football?" Like, yeah. Who you play for? The Jets. I'm like, oh. Like, you don't want that feeling. You want
I play in Canada.
You got to get that first dub. Yeah, I play for the Saskatchewan
Rough Riders.
Because listen, man, that's embarrassing. Like, listen, the more and more you lose, it is tough to walk around to the grocery store. It's tough to get in the pickup line because you know they thinking. You know what they thinking, whether they say it or not. And then going out to a different country, everybody know you're a football player. Everybody knows we all go to the same place. If you're a Jet, you're probably going to go to the Bahamas or Turks and Caicos or something like that. If you're like in Texas, you're going to go to Cabo or something. They know you.
Yeah. There's no hiding.
And it's nothing worse than trying to get like nobody's going to be nice to you when you're sitting at the swim-up pool trying to drink a pina colada. Hey, man, get to the back of the bus, chump. Like, hold up, man. You're a security guard at Home Depot. Yeah, man. And I still could play better than you. Like, man, you be trying to get in a fight out there, man. It's tough. It's tough going on vacation. Everybody know because you got certain type of muscles that people know that, those are professional athlete muscles. Well, I don't know what he actually does. But them professional who you say that is? Google. Oh, this dude threw 5. This dude got the lowest QBR rate in the league right now.
Nah, leave him alone. We don't need to ask for a picture. We don't need an autograph.
Like, hey, do you play football? Yeah, who do you play for? The Jets? Yeah, never mind. Have a good day, sir. Mother.
More than anything, though, if you're the coach, you don't want this team sitting on that for 2 more weeks.
That's a lot to sit on because that means when you get back, sense of urgency.
Yeah. You just need a little bit of you need to breathe, and you don't necessarily get that when you go and you lose this game. This is why, listen, if you want to give Justin Fields another chance, all right, I understand it. But
this is the thing. You already benched him for the half again, so if he struggles in the first half, what do? You're
going to bench him again. That's right. What's going to happen, and then he's going to be done.
So what's his confidence like anyway, knowing that he has a quick hook?
Well, my point is the fact that I can't sit on this for 2 weeks is why I would play Taylor now. And listen, I'm not going to make Tyrod out to be a world beater, okay? This is not where the backup quarterback is the most popular guy on the planet. You're right. I cannot, because of Tyrod's injury history, I cannot afford to lose Fields. But, Bart, I have this question that has been bothering me for the last day or so, and I'm hoping you can answer it for me. We're at this point with Fields where he has been just this bad. How is it that Pittsburgh last season, with a worse offensive line, went 4-2 with Fields? And it didn't have – it's not like he turned – he just absolutely lit it up. Like, I would argue that Pittsburgh roster last season is about on the same par with the Jets roster this season, and the Jets are stronger at some specific positions. They have a better offensive line, at least they should, and they also, they should, and then they also, TJ Watt was hurt a lot last year. I just be careful here. They've got dominant players, but the Jets have a few dominant players, too, on defense.
Yeah, the Jets, but the Jets, when they, last year the Steelers weren't going through a new coach. They weren't going through a new system. So, really, that allowed the defense to play at a decent level early on. Joey Porter Jr. was hurt a lot last year, too. But the fact that the Jets just seemingly figured out their communication issues didn't lend well. Because if they play better against Pittsburgh, don't give up 30 points. Remember, they were giving up 30 points a clip, the Jets' defense. So that didn't buy him any room for error. So now 13 points, you would think that Tyrod can be able to score or get you close to more than 13 points, even if it's 5 field goals, 4 field goals, or 2 field goals, 3 field goals and 1 score. You know what I mean? So I think you are right. He was on a team that was equally as good, but it was less communication. Stuff was already in place.
Yeah.
Like where he was the only one learning something new.
Mm-hmm.
Washington, the tight ends, Fairmouth, they're in the same system. So they're able to carry him and make some of the adjustments for him. Here, they're all learning on the job at the same time. That's a little bit more difficult.
Well, I mean, listen, Arthur Smith was new back there last year, but it's not like they were changing the system dramatically. But
that's what I'm saying. So the players knew the verbiage, stuff like that. Everybody's trying to figure stuff out. I mean, remember last year when we were trying to figure out the red line with Aaron Rodgers? Nobody ever found the red line.
No.
And I want to say that pick he threw the other day, Pittsburgh don't know what a red line is either. I'm starting to think this red line is like the yellow brick road. It's not a real thing.
The red line is something that he saw on an ayahuasca trip. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's what he did. He red lined with the ayahuasca. Ayahuasca.
Yeah. I mean, I'm frustrated by that fact that they brought him here based on what happened in Pittsburgh last season.
Yeah.
And he has been nowhere near that same player other than he doesn't throw an interception because he's scared to take chances.
Yeah.
And so all of those
no
things.
No bisky.
Yeah. And I guess this is you might look at this as a little bit unfair, but it does feel like every quarterback tends to come here and play worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And so then I start looking toward the leadership of what's going on. And the red flags are just starting to surface for me a little bit for Aaron Glenn. And those comments today, it bothered me. It bothered me. You want to talk to people, solicit opinions, okay, that's your business. I would not be putting your business out there like that. And when we're talking about moving in silence all offseason, and now you are in a position where you have to be the guy who is telling everybody to just relax, and by Monday afternoon, you're still talking about, I got to be very careful with this decision. Why do we have to be very careful? We have seen what Fields is, and that is not good with the Jets, and you need to win games. Like, I don't know if he's getting fired, Bart. He may not. They're paying him a ton.
Yeah,
They're paying him a ton.
I mean, at what point do you say maybe we shouldn't win?
Yeah. Well, we're not far from that right now. We're not far from that. So maybe you continue to run Fields out there for that reason.
Right now, it doesn't seem like it matters.
I don't want to be this guy. I really don't. But when I look up and I see this as kind of the argument that we're consistently having regarding what was just supposed to be so much better of a year. Because I do have people like now, and I don't know if you have people who are saying the same thing. Johnny Pickens is with us in our pre-show meeting today.
Yeah.
And he said, well, what did you guys really expect from the Jets this year? Not this. Not this.
I expected them to beat the Panthers, the Browns, maybe the Steelers. I expected at least 8 wins. I expected them
competitive, right?
Yeah, I expected them to win more than I didn't think this was a rebuild.
Like, even if they had just won 7 games again, or even 6, I would have been able to look at it and say, all right, well, how does it look? Does it look like a team that is on its way back up? And I would have understood that. But right now, it just looks like it's all getting away from him. And if we're trying to change the narrative from, we're going to improve incrementally to, well, what did you expect? Like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. I just don't understand what more there is to look at if we're just making a decision based on playing football.
Yeah, you see they starting to play some of the younger guys on defense. See Malachi Moore.
Yep. Or as Chris Myers called him, Malaki. Did you catch that the other day? I couldn't believe it.
Malarkey?
Malaki Moore.
It's funny, man, because I saw Malachi Corley make a play for Cleveland. I was like, ain't this about it? We got to be cursed, man.
I got to be honest with you.
This dude eating in Cleveland?
I got to be honest with you. I didn't even know he got picked up. I didn't even know he got picked up. If you had told me he was not even on the practice squad somewhere, I might have believed you.
You know, that's where ex-Jets go, Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's a lateral move.
Maybe you'll get a little more out of it. And that's He
looked good. I thought it was Percy Harvin coming across the middle.
Who was it? Elijah Moore went there? Yeah.
Yeah, Elijah Moore.
Listen, I'm just I'm kind of at a loss. I'm kind of at a loss for it all when we're at this point where we can't even figure out what to do at the position that just seems to me to be the most obvious. When we did see it didn't. I'm completely with you. I think you said this. I know that Damian said this yesterday. Like, I could deal with those interceptions from Tyrod Taylor. I could deal with it because he's trying to make some kind of a play downfield, and at the very least, he looks better trying to do it. That's all. I can deal with that.
You talk about timing, rhythm, savvy. That's all. That's what you need, being able to get in and out of breaks. It's like the nuance stuff. It's basically you need a professional quarterback, and Tyrod's a professional quarterback. And if this defense is going to be able to hold people down to 13 points, you can be in a lot of ball games that way. The same way how the Broncos are in every game because they play tight to the vest. They don't give up any big plays, and they don't have any, like, me-first guys, so to speak.
800-919-3776. Also get your comments in over on the YouTube page. Go watch the show over on YouTube. We are there, but let's start hitting the phones today at 800-919-3776. And at this point, I just want to know what you are expecting for the rest of the season. Are you expecting that they're going to continue to just play Fields and tank it out? Are you wanting them to do that? Are you wanting them to just get a serviceable guy in there like Tyrod Taylor and try to actually win some games at some point? Or is the horse out of the barn at this point? Moose in Jamaica is going to start us off today, Bart, on ESPN New York. Moose!
Carlin, Bart, good morning. How are we? How's everybody?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes. So I've been a proponent on your show ever since the debacle that is the Jets because, yes, I was like everybody else thinking they had some good young pieces, some decent veteran talent, and they could possibly win 7 to 9 games if they don't absolutely poop the bed. But to reference something that Don said on DHR when they didn't bring back Rodgers and obviously didn't bring back key free agents in the secondary, the defensive line, and certain other pieces, maybe they're just not trying to win too much because it's a new regime and their first year, and they didn't necessarily sign any major free agents that moved the needle talent-wise. So maybe they weren't trying to win too much this year because they're trying to just, scrape the bottom, build a new foundation with a new head coach, with a new idea of a culture, and the GM to back that up. That being said, they should probably ride Justin Fields to the first overall pick, or maybe bring in Tyrod to see if they can develop the talented tight end they drafted in the second round, get him a decent rookie year, some foundation in the league. But at the same time, maybe they're not necessarily trying to even show any progress because they're in cap hell.
So what you're telling me,
Moose,
what you're telling me here is that they were moving in silence, and what that actually meant was doing nothing. That's what moving in silence was. Just silence, not actually moving. They were not trying to tank. In no way were the Jets trying to tank this season.
Not at all.
Not remote.
You don't say we the New York Jets and talking about, let's lose them all. You know what I'm saying? You don't go do that. If that's the case, you're trying to lose them all, you go get Ty Warren and say, you know what, we just going to get stars and we're going to build because we'll figure out what we're going to do later.
We're sitting at 0-7. I want you to just think about this for the next 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Separate from our conversation. At 0-7,
yep.
Are we just at the point of riding this out and doing the best you can when it comes to a draft pick? Think about it. Don't answer right now. Are we completely changing what the plan is for the year? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. It is Bart and Carlin. Don't forget to celebrate the return of Knicks basketball with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Live from Stout, across from Madison Square Garden, tomorrow before the Knicks home opener against the Cavaliers. We're going to get into the Knicks here soon as well. The guys are going to be broadcasting starting at 3 o'clock with special guest appearances by Monica McNutt and Pat O'Keefe. Brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea, real vodka, and no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. In moments, your take on what the Jets need to be doing here for the rest of the season. At 800-919-3776. And does Aaron Glenn actually have to win some games, or could he be in trouble? Load them up. Lines are open for you right now on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Big delays in the Bronx, but it looks like we're getting better on the Cross Bronx east and westbound by White Plains Road. Earlier accident just cleared a few moments ago, but traffic is still very heavy off the GW Bridge and westbound off the interchange in toward White Plains Road. We've also got delays at Hempstead Turnpike eastbound side. Down utility pole from an earlier crash. That's at East Meadow. Right lane is closed. And we've got an accident in Queens, Woodhaven Boulevard at the intersection of Union Turnpike. Busy morning in New Jersey. Route 19 is closed with a crash investigation. That's northbound 19 up by Route 80 coming out of Clifton into Patterson. If you're trying to get to Route 80 from the Parkway, stay with the Parkway up toward the Bergen Tolls. And I-78 full closures east and westbound by exit 15 at Clinton. That's all because of a westbound tractor-trailer accident. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bathfitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Claire. She loves her motorcycle, and she's learned to love the insects she encounters on her rides. She may not know the difference between a gnat and a mosquito at 55 miles per hour, but she does know one thing. It's always gross when one flies into her mouth. But she's so used to it that it's weird when it doesn't happen. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back with comprehensive and collision coverage from America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Gotcha.
All right, let's roll. 800-919-3776. You are starting to get involved. We will also hit the chat over on YouTube as well on the ESPN New York YouTube page. We're going to hit John and Freehold next on ESPN New York. John, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
Good, brother.
Chris, you mentioned the Jets' offensive line earlier. It's a very good offensive line, but when I look at this, and Bart, I'd like you to comment on this as well with the offensive line, then I want to go into a few other things before I go. Joe Tippmann's best position is at center. John Simpson hasn't had a good year this year, and we lost ATV once again. And as much as I love Elijah Vera Tucker, he just can't stay healthy. He can't stay on the field. So when I look at this team long term, they're going to have to replace Elijah Vera Tucker next year in the draft and get themselves a new guard to fortify that line. You got to slide Tippmann over to his natural position as center. I think they've become a better offensive line with Tippmann at center. You got your two ends. Membu has had a good rookie year. He's had some, moments. He's growing. He's learning. But for the rest of this season, when I look at it, guys, I'm looking at player development, and I'm looking at the November 4th NFL trade deadline. Breece Hall is just broken. He's physically and mentally broken, and I think it's best.
I don't know if he's broken, but I think he's going to get traded. I don't think he's broken.
Yeah,
Bart. But I expect Breece Hall to get traded.
I think he's tired of losing, Chris. I think he's tired of a lot of things with the Jet organization. You could see the frustration, and it's a concern long-term for the long-term health of the franchise. I worry about Garrett Wilson. He's getting double and triple team. You could see the frustration. You could see the anger. You could see the disappointment. You got to get him a stud receiver to play opposite him. And if you look at this team, stockpile draft picks at the trade deadline. Trade Breece Hall for the love of God. Get Alan Lazard out of here for Wilson football.
Nobody's giving you anything for Alan Lazard. Can we be honest?
Aaron Rodgers, they might give you a conditional 2027 seventh round draft pick to get. I'm being serious, man.
Conditional upon what? That he shows up alive.
Well, I mean, because Pittsburgh needs a receiver in a worse way, and he does know how to play with Aaron Rodgers. Last year, five touchdowns in the red zone.
Yeah,
and he was sent to the bench, but he still has that connection with Aaron. You know how Patton and Givens, they got paid all this money, went to Seattle, he brought his ass right back to Tom Brady. Some people, you're only good with one person.
No, I get that. I understand that there is a connection for certain people, and there's also a security blanket for a guy like Rodgers who would, I'm sure welcome him back just because he knows there's no learning curve for him.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see the young guys play at this point, get experience, make mistakes, grow from it.
I don't understand why it is exactly. First of all, when we're talking about the offensive line, I was merely saying they were better than Pittsburgh. I've actually been disappointed with how they played a little bit. And I'm not even counting the 9-sack game. I'm not even counting that game. I was a little disappointed the other day.
Yeah,
because
they gave up some silly stuff from a team that had only had like 5 sacks leading up to it to get 5 sacks.
Right. But I think it's capable of playing better, and I do expect it to play better, frankly. I don't think he's wrong about Elijah Vera Tucker when he was somebody that was looking for a contract before this season, and now you can't pay him.
Yeah, you give that money to Jermaine Johnson, who hasn't really proven that he can stay healthy either, but you try and get that money to
But what's the upside versus the two of them? Jermaine Johnson is a much higher upside between the two.
I mean, Vera Tucker, with healthy, I think is one of the most talented linemen in football.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to play left tackle, right tackle, either guards. But Jermaine Johnson has been healthier.
Right.
And you need to spend that money because I don't know how many free agents the Jets can attract because they're going to be like, okay, if I'm going to the Jets, you got to pay me more money.
Well, this is the thing. There's not even a hometown discount. There's a hometown going to cost you more to get me to stay here.
Exactly.
So
and
that's
the only reason why we really haven't heard, I think, much from Sauce or Garrett because they got their money. But
absolutely.
That only lasts 1 year.
If they had not gotten paid, this would have been a real mess.
Yeah.
This would have been a real mess. Both of them would have been screaming and yelling. Marco is up next on ESPN New York. Marco, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, Chris. Hey, Bart. I actually have a twofold question for you, Bart. I think at this point you should punt on the season. Working with Tyrod, I'm wondering if it's going to hinder our chances to get to the number 1 pick with a couple of wins. That's what we were talking about with the Giants. But at the same time, how can we trust this coaching staff? Because to get a young quarterback and develop him, because at the end of the day, they told us in the preseason, hey, we're gonna unlock Justin Fields. We know how to get the best out of it. Quite frankly, they didn't. Thank you, guys. I'll listen to you.
Yeah, I have no idea how they get out of this, and I don't know. Sometimes getting the first overall pick can be a blessing or it can be a curse, depending on how you use it, because you can mess around and be forced into somebody that everybody believes is the top guy, but he may not be the top guy, and you end up being stuck. So it's always tough when that happens, because we've seen people with the first pick take the wrong person, Bears, and then you see the second pick, and then somebody take Jaden Daniels, which that may be evening out a little bit this year,
just from an injury standpoint.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But sometimes you say to yourself, that's why listen, it's not an exact science on how to find your quarterback.
It's not, but the problem is that at this point they have tried a lot of different ways and nothing's working. And I don't know why that is. It's not like you don't keep taking swings at it. Of course you do. But what's next? So you've gone down the road of we try to reclaim a guy and get him save his career a little bit. We've seen some of our guys go other places and thrive. I mean, Darnold, it turns out, wasn't just Kevin O'Connell last year. It's whatever he took from that and went to Seattle and is still playing at an exceptionally high level.
Remember when that was the conversation?
That it was Kevin O'Connell?
No. When do you build around
Zach Wilson or Darnold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that was the whole thing.
Yep.
One we know can play, the other one we know maybe can't.
I'll tell you,
he got benched from the bench the other day. That's kind of hard to do.
That is an amazing line. Got benched from the bench.
Yeah, Sean Payton couldn't save him.
It's like getting excommunicated.
Yeah. What is this, John Wick? Excommunicado?
Exactly. Put him into exile. Like it's Napoleon.
So, it goes all the way back to those decisions. They wanted to reset the clock instead of, maybe giving Sam Darnold a reasonable contract and building around him and trading that first overall pick to get more picks and get more talent. They decided to go a different way.
800-919-3776. Lines are open for you. Let's hit David and Elizabeth next. ESPN New York. D, what's going on, dude?
Bart, Carlin, what up, though?
How you doing?
What up, though? Especially coming off a Detroit Lions win yesterday. That was an ass-kicking.
That was beautiful to see. And you know what's crazy? When you look at it, you're like, oh, look at Dan Campbell. Aaron Glenn's supposed to do the same thing. But look, I got 3 points, fellas. I'm going to get straight into it all at once, so that way you guys can let me go the right way, pause. So let's jump straight into it. So the caller D from Queens, right, yesterday on your show, NDPH on Rothenberg was saying that Tanner Engstrand is not a good OC. And I believe he is. What I can agree with D is look, Engstrand is not calling plays that are scripted for the quarterbacks that we have. Yeah, he's calling plays like if our quarterback is Jared Goff. But if you look at the plays, they're pretty decent. Our quarterbacks just can't execute them. Like the trick play. If the center didn't snap the ball bad, Brees would have handed it off a lot quicker, and that touchdown would have went down instead of it being broken up. Now, the next thing I wanted to get to was as far as Tyrod Taylor. He's going to play a better game this Sunday against Cincinnati. I don't know if we're going to win. Most likely we'll catch that gorgeous L we always get. But he's going to play a better game, more polished, and he just needed more reps. You just threw him in the middle of the game. That's like us hanging out, talking stuff, and then they'd be like, yo, Bart, hop in. Like, you got to jump up and perform. Everybody's not going to perform to their best if you're not scheming up for it or not preparing for it the right way, even though we're all supposed to prepare for our job. Last point is this with Glenn. The seat's going to get even hotter for you because you keep making beef and enemies with the media. Stop it, bro. Like, I seen he did something decent. Either it was this morning or yesterday. He was talking to Rich Samini, and he actually gave Rich the respect he deserved. So I appreciate that from him. But as long as you come respectful, the writers are at least be like, yeah, Aaron Glenn is off to a rough start, but he could turn it around. You know how writers are. They'll give you that room. But when you're making beef and enemies with them, you're not going to get no runway. They're going to heat you up. And then, everybody starts talking, and you know how it is. Everybody starts pointing. Now you got to go. And last but not least, real quick, Carlin, I'll trade Lazard for 2 aches right now, edible, Corona, a 6-pack. Lazard ain't worth too much, so we could trade him for regular stuff. You feel me?
I think, to sit and think that you're going to get a Corona out of it. I mean, come on. I think we're talking more, a little more lowbrow, maybe an old Milwaukee. Huh? How about that?
Yeah, I'm about to talk about a Dick's gym bag. The old Dick's got Dick's on his stuff. The green bag.
Yeah.
That your boy pull up and it's full of East Bay gym shoes and wristbands. Got the team Air Force One Rasheed Wallace shoes in there.
Hit me with a little Samwell.
Yeah, man. Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out here enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical image-guided treatments that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain to back pain to migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he'll build a custom game plan that is right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And most insurances are accepted. So don't let pain slow you down and keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to text, call, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
I'll tell you, the chat is active today, to say the least.
Okay.
We'll get to some of those here. You can check it out over on the ESPN New York YouTube page. You can watch the show there as well. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, 800-919-3776. Lines are open for you right now on the Jets, on Aaron Glenn and his indecision when it comes to the quarterback.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
The fall is here and Halloween's right around the corner, which means the cold weather is coming. And that's why now's the time to fill up with Romeo's Fuel. Fill up before it gets too cold. Now is the best time because prices are still so low. Romeo's Fuel makes it easy for you to keep your house comfortable and warm in the coldest months. Get discount home heating oil from the best in the business. Order online at romeosfuel.com for the best and lowest price on home heating oil. That's romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Special guests include Monica McNutt, Pat O'Keefe, and more. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there. It's all brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea.
Couple of the comments on the YouTube chat. Marcus checking in. Justin Fields is not that good, but look at the roster that he's got. Glenn doesn't have to kiss the you-know-what of the meeting. I said it, kiss the ass yesterday. I was all over that thing on Daboll and Bart. Because the bottom line is that he has to win games. Well, of course he has to win games. It's not kissing the ass of the media. I understand what David was saying earlier, Bart. I really, on the list of things that the list of things that we've got, that's further down the list right now.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about, it's just, it's ultimately helping yourself down the line when things are not going well and getting a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. But when there's a 0 in the win column, it's awfully hard to get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like when Rex was here, he was a media darling. He was a quote machine and all of that. And then when things start getting tough, maybe people gave him a little bit of runway because he had always been nice to them. You know what I mean? But what you don't want, like, who was that said that's how basketball is done or something like that? You don't want to come off as smug and arrogant.
Was that Missoula?
Yeah, I think
it was somebody like that.
Yeah, but if somebody else here that did something like that, you can't win that way because the odds are you going to be worse. You're going to have more bad streaks than they have bad articles.
Well, but the point is, like Missoula, when they don't win, that's going to stop being cute.
Right.
Right. You're a little bit there. You can do all that when you're winning, but you got to realize you can pay the piper down the line for that.
Yeah, let's hear Bill Belichick go off on some people in the college football. They'll be like, what?
Yeah. Is Bill getting the benefit of the doubt right now? A guy who's won 6 Super Bowls? No.
Getting nothing.
Everybody's saying he's an abject nut disaster in every way. Couple of other comments I wanted to get in here. Johnny Blaze. No, he's talking about UPS. I don't know why he's talking about UPS. There was one other one I had here. It had to do with, it was Steve from earlier, and it had to do with the notion that Glenn, in not knowing what to do, what's wrong with asking for advice from his friends? There's nothing wrong with asking for advice. It's just, first of all, don't talk about it publicly.
Right.
Because the first thing that says to me is, you are doubting yourself right now. And you are not even doubting yourself, Bart. You're kind of doubting your own eyes right now. And that's...
in your gut.
Yeah. And that's a tough pill to swallow when you're sitting at 0-7.
Who you said it? You said that, Scott?
I think his name was Dave.
Okay, Dave. Dave, I want you to call 3 of your friends right now and ask them one question. And then tell me where you at.
Yeah.
After that.
They will all tell you different things. You cannot take 100 different opinions because all it's going to do is confuse you even more.
Especially when you're the one that got to live with it.
Bart, this is the one that really gets me, though. Like, what opinion is there to ask? You see how poorly the guy is playing.
It's historic. He said that, his record isn't that bad, or he's been playing well. He only had one bad game. Look at where he ranks.
I got to find it because his career win-loss record is
14. He's won 14 games.
Yeah.
His entire career.
I mean,
14.
That's unreal.
14.
It's like 14-33.
He went from being the ultimate winner, college, high school, to turning on his head.
I mean, let's see here. Wins, losses. Looking wins, losses.
It's definitely going to start with 14. It's going to end with probably 34.
I can't find it now.
I think
when
14.
I need it.
I think 14 and 34, if I can recall.
Yeah, it sounds something. That sounds right. That definitely sounds right.
Yeah, close enough.
800-919-3776. Subi in Midtown is next on ESPN New York. Subi, what's up, brother?
Hey, so I was watching the game last night. Obviously, Darnold versus Baker, 2 quarterbacks who revived their careers.
It's by the way, I'm sorry to cut you off for a sec, Subi. It's 14-36 now.
Damn.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so obviously Bart, he watched that game as well. What do you think about those performances? As the Jets, when they draft Mendoza, do they need a quarterback coach, like a coach who's played quarterback before, like a Matt Nagy, who can actually develop a quarterback for 4 or 5 years until they can reach the Baker or Darnold level? Because that's how long it's going to take to get to that elite status, like Baker Mayfield.
Didn't Matt Nagy mess up Justin Fields to begin with?
Yeah.
I thought they had Mitch Trubisky.
And Fields.
Oh, I didn't know they had Fields.
I don't know if we want that.
Yeah.
I mean,
then bring Harbaugh back.
Harbaugh's in.
Which one
Baltimore.
And why?
Baltimore.
Where's he at? He ain't going nowhere. Man, but the Ravens. Listen, the Ravens about to go on a run. The best you can do is say, hey, Josh McCown come be my coordinator and mentor my coach. You got to get him an upgrade.
You're not going to, first of all, it would have to turn into an abject nightmare this year for the Ravens to fire John Harbaugh.
Yeah, man, they about to go on a run.
I don't disagree. And that division is wide open now.
Everybody's back after the bye.
That division is wide open right now. There is no doubt that they could turn that whole thing around quickly.
But Josh McCown could be something that's beneficial. Like, bring him and give him the coordinator job. Don't give him a head coaching job.
Right.
Well, no, he ain't gonna take that.
He might. Isn't he just a quarterback coach right now?
You can't cut extra.
Listen, after this year, I can do anything. I can do anything. And I don't
think he's the problem.
I don't think he is either. Okay, But,
I'm trying to think who I can get in here. Like McCown is the quarterback's coach in Minnesota. He not going to leave there to be the quarterback coach here when he got perfect harmony with O'Connell.
Well, then in that case, I have to give Engstrand a chance because he was the quarterback coach in Detroit. That was part of working and bringing Jared Goff around. So, and let's call that what it was. If you think back, I mean, Sean McVay got a lot out of Jared Goff, but the Lions have gotten more. And that'll tell you what you need to know there. I mean, that says a lot about what the Lions coaching staff did.
Yeah, Lions did good, too, yesterday in replacing Aaron Glenn. I mean, they had nobody healthy in their secondary.
Can I ask you a question? It's an unfair question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Yeah, go ahead and ask it.
Is it possible that the Lions kind of foisted Aaron Glenn on the Jets? In other words, Dan Campbell talking about all this. We see the defenses aren't that good, but, hey, Aaron Glenn, that guy's a leader of men.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
No, I don't think that. I think Glenn deserved to be a hot name last year. He lost a lot of his players, too, and they played hard for him. He held them accountable, and he had that fire on the sideline. So I can't say that one. It's too early to go there.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. But somebody, I won't say who, Johnny Pickham's, suggested that it's a possibility today.
Like, why everybody do that? Like, first Peyton Manning, like, hey, Adam Gase, smartest guy ever been around. Got him. Like teams just set us up. They just hate the Jets that much?
No, they're just trying to get rid of them themselves to anybody who will listen. But with Gase, I mean, Peyton Manning should just be dead to the Jets franchise.
He hate us.
Yeah, and nobody should ever ask him for advice ever. Yeah, what happens if Peyton Manning's one of the guys that's there asking for advice?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I hope next year we get some other great player and we get another retread and we draft Archie Manning coming out and there's nothing Peyton and the family can do about it.
You know what starts tonight? The NBA season, believe it or not.
Ooh, wait.
We got to talk Knicks. We'll do that next. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
We are moving now.
Electric bikes are everywhere. They are quiet and very fast. Teens ride them on the roads, in bike lanes, but also in places they should not be, like sidewalks and parks.
Look out!
When you ride, wear a helmet. Don't speed. Watch out for pedestrians and cars. New York State and your community have specific rules for electric bikes. Follow them. Go to trafficsafety.ny.gov for more info. A message brought to you by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 or lease for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN390557. MSRP $32,455. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per $1,000 financed. Ends 10/31/25.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code Clinton. That's promo code Clinton. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
That's right. It is Tuesday. It is 11 a.m. It is Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. If you're not there, go there, share your comments. We will get them involved in the show. Also, make sure that you are following us on social channels as well, at That Guy Carlin, at Bart and Carlin, at The Real Bart Scott. In just a bit, we will get to the start of the Knicks season, but as he does each Tuesday at 11 a.m., it is the great Harry Douglas who joins us right now, ESPN NFL analyst, and, of course, Freddie and Harry, weekdays 3 to 7 on ESPN Radio. Freddie.
Doogie.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Harry.
I'm sorry, Carlin. It made me laugh so hard. I'm so sorry.
Freddie!
Hey, listen. Two weeks in a row, man, Harry had his own jersey on, but this time it's because his Cardinals took care of business.
Yeah. I gotta. You know what? I'll give you your props there to begin with. That was a hell of a win for Louisville over Miami on Friday night.
Yeah, man, I thought they did a great job. We had Jeff Brom on Freddie and Harry yesterday and basically talked about, he wanted to give that aggressive defense of Miami something to think about. That's why on that first drive, you've seen 3 quarterbacks into the game and 3 quarterbacks actually playing. You've seen multiple formations, multiple shifts, motions, all kind of things. You had a receiver going to the backfield, coming out playing running back. You had a lot of different things. And then on 4th and 2, when everyone thought the field goal was going to be kicked down in the tight red zone, it's a fake field goal, 1st and goal. They go on to score a touchdown on that drive. So Jeff Brom, I do believe, is a top 5 coach in college football. He did a great job with that offense, but that defense came out and played ferociously too, forcing 4 takeaways.
So Brom's top 5. When is he going to Penn State? Yeah. Keep gassing him up.
Well, he actually spoke about, something. He said he loves Louisville. He's from Louisville, y'all.
Okay. He went to Louisville.
He's not going anywhere. I promise you.
So he hates his family.
Not going anywhere.
Well, y'all got the bag?
We got to go back and get some of that Papa John's money. Come on now.
Are they calling alumni? You, Lamar Jackson, kicking in that pot like Tom Brady did to get the quarterback?
Hey, Jeff isn't going anywhere. Here's the thing: like his entire family. So his brother's the offensive coordinator. His other brother Greg is a part of the ops team, and then his father is heavily involved. His son works on the staff as well. So his family is very, very entrenched in the city of Louisville. He embodies what Louisville means: playing, coaching, being a resident of that area, and the whole nine.
Yeah, when that contract hits 9 digits, even everybody in Louisville say, "Let's go."
Yeah, do you love the sunshine in Florida?
Y'all so crazy.
Harry, let's talk a little bit about the Jets from this standpoint. We're talking about this with what Aaron Glenn had to say yesterday. He's kind of saying we still have to evaluate the quarterback. I'm going to talk with our staff. I'm going to talk with other coaches who have been in this position. And I'm looking at this and I'm just wondering, what is there to talk about anymore? I mean, there's one guy who just has shown he cannot play. And if Tyrod Taylor, he may not have looked a ton better, but what decision is there to make anymore?
Well, I know the decision that should be made, and it should have been made last week. Bart, you touched on it. You should have made Tyrod Taylor the starting quarterback going into the Carolina Panthers game. It's that simple for me. Justin Fields right now, listen, we all wanted him to have success and be a starting quarterback in the National Football League. He's not a starting quarterback. It's just that simple. He's not. And what the Pittsburgh Steelers seen, we all didn't see at first, but obviously we see it now. Justin Fields is struggling very, very highly when it comes to playing the game of football in a positive direction. That's why Tyrod Taylor had to come to the ballgame. Now, he wasn't the greatest, but I don't think there's anything that you need to think about or consult with other coaches. Moving forward, just have Tyrod Taylor be your quarterback.
Now, do you think you should maybe hold off and go have that swan song with Justin Fields? This is your last opportunity because you got the bye coming up. Because I feel like when you go away from him, it's going to be tough for you to come back. You can keep him involved by maybe getting him like the Taysom Hill type of packages where he can come in and still be engaged. Because the problem is with Tyrod Taylor, he just hasn't shown us that he can stay healthy for a long duration. And we're only at the midway point, so it could be a situation where if you go to Tyrod too early, his body breaks down, and you got to go back to Justin Fields anyway.
Well, here's the thing, Bart. You understand this about playing in the league for a very, very long time. This game doesn't care anything about your feelings. So if you get benched and you feel some type of way, you should have played better. It's that simple. Now, if Tyrod Taylor becomes a starting quarterback and he gets injured, I shouldn't be worried about Justin Fields. If anything, it should light a fire in him to want to be better moving forward if he has to become a starting quarterback again. That's the mentality he should have. And I feel like the Jets, from a decision-making standpoint, it should be Tyrod Taylor. Justin Fields is the backup quarterback. But I do agree with you, Bart. There should be little packages where Justin Fields can come into the game and run the football, third and short, fourth and inches, goal line situations, and utilize his athleticism as well too.
You know what I said? You know why I said that? You ain't about to get $20 million for free. You're gonna come out here and take some of these L's. You're gonna come out here and get your head knocked off some of this money. You ain't about to get no free 20 on me.
It's Harry Douglas with us. He, of course, of Freddie and Harry, in afternoons 3 to 7, ESPN NFL analyst. Harry, when you watch what happened to the Giants the other day, who is most to blame for that loss?
Two people. I'm going with Brian Daboll and the coaching staff, and then I'm going with place kicker. You can't miss 2 extra points. You only have one job.
You know where he's from?
Is it Australia?
Ireland.
No, Rutgers. Okay. No, Rutgers.
All right, thank you.
I would have loved to have him on a Thursday night back in 2006 when we lost to Rutgers on a last-second field goal. Would love to have him kicking for Rutgers at that point. But it's just inexcusable, man. Like, you can't give away points like that, and now the offense is chasing points when you miss one early on. But the reason why I'm blaming the coaching staff, you go to that 3rd and 5 situation. The first 2 plays, the first and second down, you force the Denver Broncos to use 2 timeouts. Run the football on the 3rd and 5 and force them to use their 3rd timeout. You're up 10 at that point, 26-16. They haven't showed you that they can just drive the length of the football field whenever they wanted to. Your defense was playing good. Punt that football away if you don't pick it up. And they have no more timeouts. No more. You try to throw the football and put it on Jackson Dart's shoulders. It gets intercepted. But then even when you come back and you take the lead with 33 seconds to go, the strength of your football team still, in my opinion, is the defensive line. Why are you rushing 3 and dropping 8 people? I would never understand why these coaches get in this prevent situation at the end of games, and you don't want to – I'm not saying you got to play cover 0, but you can rush 4, you can rush 5. You don't sit there and rush 3 guys and give Bo Nix all the time in the world to complete a pass for an explosive play down the field.
Now, like, what do we feel about how does this mean that as far as being able to saved Daboll's job. Do you think, like, who's to blame? Like, because, like, the fact that they're even in the game is the fact that they was even in the game was a testament that they went out there and performed so well. But then you got the hopes up and they lost. So I know that's tough. You know what I'm saying? I know that's tough. So how do you handle that? Is that more Shane or is that more Daboll? Like, as far as, have you seen enough from Jackson Dart to say, okay, well, we need to keep this guy with some continuity and consistency, or do you say we need to blow it up like most of these quarterbacks, whether it's Trevor Lawrence, whether it's Cam Ward, whether it's the other people? Like, how does that work?
I'll say right now, whether it's the football team is, you keep them. And I thought if they would have beat the Denver Broncos, that would have been 3 opponents in the Los Angeles Chargers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Denver Broncos, who are quality teams in the league that they would have beaten. I would have said, man, Brian Daboll's in the driver's seat. Now it's still up in the air, but you still keep him right now for the moment. It's all about Jackson Dart, and can he continue to progress to be a solid quarterback in this league right now as a rookie quarterback? If you continuously have that progression and you see it from Jackson Dart and also from the rest of your team, because right now, we got to be honest, Brian Daboll's doing a good job. I mean, you don't have Malik Neighbors out there in the football field. You're incorporating the tight ends. You're finding ways to make this offense feasible. Your defense is doing a decent job after not really being so good early on in the season. So you can't really complain about the job that Brian Daboll is doing outside of that mistake yesterday and taking your foot off the gas pedal and not allowing your players to go win you the game in that situation, especially defensively. But right now, I would still keep him as my head coach. Now, that can drastically change because the schedule is heating up, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have any easy opponents coming along, so we'll see in a few weeks.
But is it about the end result or is it about how it looks? Because, you know,
about how it looks.
Do you think
about how it looks.
Do you think that the DC is getting away with having great talent and not really having a great scheme? Because I feel like this team and this defense should be a lot more dominant. There's no way that a team should be able to put 33 points on the defense or 20 points on this type of defense anytime.
Well, especially in the fourth quarter, 33 points scored in the fourth quarter. But it's a product of Shane Bowen not being as aggressive as he was in the first 3 quarters and just feeling like the hay is in the barn and that they were going to coast to a victory. You can never, ever, ever feel like a game is won. You always have to keep the pedal to the metal. You never give your opponent an opportunity to breathe. And when I was playing with the Atlanta Falcons, our head coach used to use this term. You got to choke them out. You don't give them oxygen. You choke them out so they can't breathe anymore.
That's Harry Douglas with us. Harry, of course, ESPN NFL analyst. I want to delve a little bit deeper on this, though, because, yeah, it was a pretty big mistake that Daboll made the other day. But at the same time, I'm watching Daniel Jones go somewhere else and thrive where he didn't under Brian Daboll. How do I evaluate how important the coach is in the young quarterback's success? In other words, is this quarterback going to regress all of a sudden if I do fire the coach?
So here's the thing about that as well. It's also about the surrounding pieces around the quarterback. Look at what Daniel Jones has around him right now.
Yeah.
You see what he has?
Mm-hmm. Everything.
He has the number one rusher in the league. He has a tight end that's a rookie that's 15th in receiving yards, who has 33 catches for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns right now. He has the receivers and also the defense in Indy. They're playing well, right? So it's all about the structure, the culture, and what you have surrounding these young quarterbacks. That's why we see so many of them fail when they go to these whatever team they may go to or get drafted to. It's because the infrastructure is not there for them. The surrounding pieces are not backing them up as well. So much weight is on their shoulders when they become starters, and it's too much for them to handle.
See, but with that being said, we know if Anthony Richardson was in there, it wouldn't look like this. So it has to be something to do about Daniel Jones and his skill set as well. So we can't give all the credit to the environment where the environment is good. I would say, and it's all right. I hate having to always go at this guy. I would say that I would take the skill set of Daniel Jones over Jalen Hurts, and I know that's crazy. But I say this all the time. Jalen Hurts is just as much which most of us are. Most of us are system guys and environment guys, right? I don't know how I would have been if I would have been forced to play for the Indianapolis Colts when they had Freeney and all those guys, and they never even cared about stopping anybody in the run, and I would just be getting my head bashed in. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how that is, but you have to give some credit to Daniel Jones and what he's able to do in this environment, and the fact that the Giants weren't able to create that environment. They had a great rusher. They just couldn't figure it out. So again, maybe they were right, but they didn't build the team. So that once again doesn't go to Daboll all the way. It kind of goes to Shane. Again,
the general manager. Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's like the thing for the New York Giants is that we've been complaining about this offensive line for how long?
A long time.
Like a very, very long time. So as a general manager, it's your job to make sure that the guys are in place. And if it's not getting done throughout the draft, then you need to address it in free agency and make sure you're bringing in guys that can actually live up to the money that you're paying them. I don't think that has been the case. They drafted a guy in the first round from Alabama who, in my opinion, at tackle became a bust.
Who became a bust?
You talking about Evan Neal?
Oh yeah. Well, one, they the fact that you think that every left tackle can play right tackle is crazy. I think Evan Neal, if he would have came in and he would have been just a left tackle, I think he would have picked up where he left off. Everybody's not ambidextrous. Everybody can't we knew that Nnamdi couldn't play left side or right side. He only could play one side. He was great at that one side. I hate when people try. We saw Joe Alt make the transition, but not a lot of people can make that transition.
You talking about the corner, Nnamdi?
Yeah, Nnamdi
Asamoah.
And just think, I took a pay cut. I took a pay cut to try to get this dude.
Listen, we tore him up when we was in Atlanta.
Yeah,
we highlighted him in our meeting room. We said that's who we going at after they just paid him a lot of money.
Yeah, he only could play on one side.
Harry, I got two more for you. One NFL, one NBA, because, of course, for those who don't know, Harry is a huge NBA guy. His brother is Tony Douglas, the former Knick, and he is locked in on this all season. On the NFL, AFC right now, who's the best team?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
They still are.
I know a lot of people. Yeah. You see what just happened the last 2 weeks. This team is finding their strides. I watched their game from this weekend twice already, and boy, the ability, what they do on offense so well, they don't allow you to play off coverage, and they're just going to allow receivers to just run and get covered against defenders. Whether it's a tight end in the slot or a receiver in the slot, those guys will run up 5 yards and just turn around. Patrick Mahomes, the ball's already in the air. They do a great job of motioning and mirroring plays together from the run game and the pass game. The touchdown that Marquise Brown scored on last week versus the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football, or maybe Sunday Night Football, is the same touchdown that Rasheed Rice scored on this week. They just switched it to the opposite side, switched the receiver, and still scored another touchdown on it. Like the job that they're doing, man, and the running back, I'm crashing on his name right now.
Pacheco.
No, Rashad Smith.
Okay.
Smith.
Yeah.
He is doing such a great job of providing them with another pass catcher at the running back position. Andy Reid is finding ways to get him the football because he's so elusive. He was like that at SMU in college, and he's like that right now in the NFL.
So you're just gonna give it to them. They had 2 good weeks, and you're just gonna give it to them.
You want me to give it to the team that's been to 7 straight AFC Championship games and multiple Super Bowls?
Yeah,
Listen,
you're so out of whack.
Doogie, success is leased, not owned. And rent's due, mother.
Last one. Best team in the Eastern Conference is who?
Pistons. Oh, my bad.
I didn't ask you.
No, to start the season off, it's the New York Knicks. And it would be a shame if they didn't make it to the NBA Finals.
There you go.
Well, we'll see if they're going to be calling for, they ran Tibbs up out of here. There's a lot of pressure over here now. A lot of pressure. So who's your second team? Pistons?
Second, I'm going to go with the Cavs. Third, I have the Hawks. Fourth, I have the Magic.
You just a hater. You just woke up today, Harry.
Fifth,
you said you
got
want
the
to
Miami Heat.
Fifth, I have the Pistons.
you just hating today, man. Jaden Ivey back, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cade Cunningham should have been running. He might be the MVP this year.
So I would say this about the Pistons, Bart, and they kind of ran into this issue last year in the playoffs. You're going to need that second and third score. I know Jaden Ivey is coming back, but who is going to be the third guy that can consistently get you those buckets when you need those buckets?
Who's our guy that was putting in bets with Shohei Ohtani boy? He got off.
Oh, you're talking about the shooter. For Pete's sake. Come on, Bart. I'm not Google here. Beasley. Malik Beasley.
Yeah, we got to bring Beasley back, baby. All charges dropped, baby.
Harry, you're the best. Even if I call you Freddie. Appreciate it, brother.
No, appreciate you guys.
Harry Douglas. He joins us every Tuesday on ESPN New York. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Great segue.
Is it possible? And I was asking myself this all morning, and I gotta be honest, I was a little bit aggravated even thinking about this. How long into a Knicks conversation I was going to get before you brought up the Pistons, and it took 8 seconds. I didn't even spit out the question to Harry yet, and you immediately are saying Pistons. I'm just going to say this, and I say this with all the love of the world. Nobody gives a damn about the Pistons. Nobody gives a damn about the Pistons in our audience.
Nobody cares to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Nobody cares about us, about the Pistons right now. Nobody. Nobody here. We care about the Knicks. So with that in mind, without comparing them to the Pistons, is this NBA Finals or bust right now?
It absolutely is. I mean, you got no Jason Tatum. You got no who's hurting
Tyrese Halliburton.
You got no Tyrese Halliburton. You got no Dame Dollar.
Yep.
Come on, man.
I mean, they got rid of Dame Dollar altogether.
If not now, then when?
Yeah.
In Indiana, they lost their big man to the Bucks.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. But the problem is that what I hate already, Brogdon retires. Could have got Westbrook. Already got a hole at that backup point guard spot.
There are so many questions here on the Knicks and what is coming this year. And it's remarkable for me to say that when I expect them to go to the NBA Finals.
Well,
with the way this conference is set up, Bart, there is no reason not to. And if Thibodeau was holding them back, Mike Brown had damn well better unlock this.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't go to the NBA Finals, this is a disappointment. If you don't just at least get to the Finals, it's a disappointment in a big, big way.
It's. I mean, all the Tib supporters, all the Tib haters, when they go through a losing streak or something bad happens, they're gonna be saying about let's see if this team plays defense, let's see if this team still has that grit. But let's see if the offense is so much better. Let's see how the rotations are, all the things. You know what I mean? This team should be deeper. With Clarkston and all those guys they added, they should be deeper. Let's see how they decide to pay Bridges against my opinion.
I agree.
They decide to pay him, so he's there. It's all tied in. This is your team. This is your team for now. This is your team until Cat comes up for that big extension in 2 years. This is your team.
800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, Islanders and the Sharks at UBS Arena. Devils in Toronto to play the Maple Leafs, and the NBA season tips off Rockets and Thunder. Coverage begins at 7 right here on ESPN New York. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Your expectations for the Knicks and your biggest concerns are next at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN, Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
I'm Detroit.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
Join Optimum and Lifetime for a star-powered event October 25th from noon to 2 at the Riverdale Crossing Optimum store in the Bronx. Meet Taye Diggs, actor, executive producer, and star of Lifetime's Terry McMillan presents His, Hers, and Ours.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Murray to the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat. For Barzell. For Horvat, score! Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window and Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window and Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window and Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window and Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
I honestly cannot believe that we have made it to the season already. Like, it is That absolutely flew by, that basketball offseason. And yet here we are again, and it's all about to begin tonight. Doesn't it feel like it just flew by?
It did.
Maybe it's because they went in the playoffs is how they did, but still.
The Yankees were distracting us.
No, they weren't.
They distracted us longer than the Mets did.
Nobody distracted us from anything so far. Let's be honest, okay?
That's true.
They really have.
Giant mania got us here, and then we do this thing all the time. Like every year, you know what I mean? Me and Alan used to talk about who gives us the best chance to get our first championship. We thought it was the Yankees. No bueno. Now it's the Knicks. This is our last hope. It's our last hope, man.
If we're having,
are we buying into the Rangers? Are we buying into the Rangers?
No offense to any of this. No offense to any of this. If we're having that discussion anytime soon about who is giving us the best chance to win a championship, just take the microphone and bash me in the skull until I'm dead, or at least in a coma.
I feel like Adrian, you can't win. Maybe I can't win. Maybe all I can do is take everything he's got to take.
Harry Douglas was presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient, secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. It is 11:30, and that means, of course, that it is time for Audio Files. All right, Bart Tolomeo, let's do this. Let's hear from some Knicks with the start of the season coming here. First, on Karl Anthony Towns on the team's high expectations.
I'm not thinking about that. All that is looking at a crystal ball, hoping that things work out the way the crystal ball says. We got to get there. We got to take care of our job to even think about that. So stay in the present. Don't worry about all the chatter, all the noise outside. Just worry about what's in the locker room, what we know we got to accomplish, what we got to do, get better every day, put ourselves in the best spot every single day to win and then hopefully make those odds right.
Look. Nah, Kimo Sabi. That's not what we talk about, brother. These expectations is high, and they high for a reason. We gave you $200 billion, brother, and we need to see if you can play some defense, and are you in shape? That's what we want to know. We want to know, did you go do the Luka? Did you go do the Luka? Did you go do the Jokic? Did you lose that weight? You ready to run? You ready to go? That's what we want to know. Because your cardio wasn't up to snuff. It was good, but for us to win a championship, it got to be great. And you know how I'm gonna know? I'm gonna know when I see him at the free throw line, see if that body fat high.
Look, he's got to be better. He's got to be better this year.
Defensively,
he's got to be.
He has to care about defense.
Care. Think about what you're just saying. He just has to care. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of care. Just a little bit. Oh, hey, let me get my hands up here. That might be helpful. You know what? Maybe I'm going to rebound here. That's all.
It's
just
run the floor. Run the floor defensively. Don't be sitting up there complaining to the referees when you sitting about a call. They in a fast break on the other end. You sitting back complaining.
Jalen Brunson also on the high expectations.
It doesn't mean it's not for me to worry about. My worry is practice. My worry is film. My worry is getting better every single day. I don't have time to think about what people say or think about us.
That's all fine. That's all fine. We can worry about living in the now and doing the things that we're supposed to do day to day. But let's at least acknowledge, if not now, when? When?
Yeah, man.
When? And then ultimately,
this is your best chance.
And then ultimately, Bart, here's the thing that we're not even paying attention to. If Tom Thibodeau was what was holding you back, which is what the Knicks would have you believe, Mike Brown better be the answer. He better be the answer. Like, if you're Mike Brown, you can't do worse than Tom Thibodeau did in terms of the playoff runs and all that. You can't. You have to be better. And better now means making it to the NBA Finals.
And also, on the short term, making in-game adjustments, because that's what everybody was talking about Thibodeau before.
But then again, Bart, we're back to where we always started. Here is Mike Brown on Mitchell Robinson and his health status for the opener.
Workload management. We're just managing him. You sit a guy, you manage his workload. he does certain things, whether it's sometimes it's shooting free throws, sometimes it's watching, sometimes it's walking through this or walking through that. I've been with a lot of guys that have done that throughout the course of my career, starting back 2000s with the Spurs. We had a couple older guys on the team, so to me it's not odd, but I'm not saying it's a bad question, and so that's why I don't know how to answer it. No, right now it's everything that we're doing with him is about managing his workload, which we will do the whole year.
It's game one! Game one! And we are talking about managing the workload. I have no problem with this throughout the course of the season. I want Mitchell Robinson healthy for the playoffs. That's all that matters. But game one, we're already busting this out? Oh, my God. Seriously. Game one. Questionable. Oh. Why don't you just say Mitchell Robinson, questionable for the season? Every night. That way you don't have to address it every day. Let's all operate under the assumption that he's just that. Questionable.
What's the injury? General soreness?
Yeah. It's you name it. You name it, something is bound to pop up. Something is bound to pop up.
General soreness.
How about major pain in the ass?
You know what? I don't know.
I just want to see Mitchell Robinson healthy in the postseason. And yes, I will scream and yell about the fact that it's day one. It's just the immediate precedent that it is setting for the season, which does not make me feel good.
Like, bro, it's game one.
Do we have to deal with that already?
You had 6 months off, 4 months off.
No, and remember, he didn't come back until late in the season. He didn't come back until late in the season. It's not like he was playing all year last year.
How much he get paid per game?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Bart, Bobby Okereke at the Giants. Does this team still believe in Shane Bowen after the debacle of the other day?
We're all hands on deck. We're all bought in. Everyone's got to look at the man in the mirror. It's easier to point the finger, but for a team perspective, it's better to point the thumb and figure out what I can do better as an individual. So that's what we're all bought in to do, and we're excited for this upcoming opportunity.
What was your favorite cliche of all time to use as a player?
That one?
Yeah, the pointing the thumb instead of the finger.
Yeah,
that would be my go-to if I was in front of reporters weekly.
Yeah, that's a classic right there. That's an oldie but goodie.
Yep.
That gets I got to be more accountable. Man, they didn't they want to trade him in the offseason?
Yeah.
He better tell people why they ain't getting it done. Where was you at when Bo Nix went with the naked boot? Man, coach had me on man-to-man on the other side, dog.
Brian Daboll, will you make a change at kicker?
Yeah, we'll see where that goes here throughout the week.
Hold up, son. That dude's still on the team? Man, there's no way I wouldn't have punched this dude. I've been waterboarding this dude in the cold tub.
You know
this
the deal.
Dude was still on the team,
You
man.
know what this is. It's Tuesday. You know what this is. They're bringing in kickers today. You know this, right? They have to be.
But I'm firing him before I even hire another one. I'd rather play with 10. I won't win us.
We'll see where that goes here throughout the week.
I'd rather play with 10 than play with somebody's head all messed up. I won't win us.
Yeah, instead of kicking extra points, we're going to go for 2 all the time. And then on 4th and 13 at the 30, we're going for it. Oh, my God. One more on Aaron Glenn with the decision at quarterback for this coming week.
Well, that's something that, I want to continue to look at. There's a lot of thought that goes into that. For me personally, and then being able to get with the staff, and then just being able to ask other coaches that have been in the situation, how would they handle that? So I want to make sure that I make the right decision. And I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
How many people do we have to ask? How many people do you think get that phone call? What do you think I should do?
Just my old school people. Just
Parcells,
Sean Payton. Like, what did you really think about? Like, you watched the film. What did you really think about Justin Fields? Like, man, bless your heart.
Bless your heart. I think that probably says it all, doesn't it? Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Last one. There's a lot of talk about MVP. You and I were discussing Daniel Jones before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an outside candidate that we are not considering? That is a former Jet who is playing pretty damn well up in Seattle.
Oh, you talking about Marbury, man?
I'm talking about Sam Darnold. His grandfather was the Marlboro man, and Sam's lighting this up.
When we execute, when we do our job every single play, the results kind of speak for themselves. You know, we just can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot the way that we have. We've put together consistent, I think Tampa in that loss was a pretty consistent performance from us. Still had some minor detail things that happened there, but, we just got to clean up the details, and we will. We're going to enjoy the bye week and come back swinging in a couple weeks.
So Sam has thrown for nearly 1,800 yards. 1,800 yards. Okay.
4,000.
He has thrown for 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions this season. And Sam has only been sacked 9 times.
And remember, this offensive line was a line that was struggling for a long time. What it is they got rid of Metcalf, the headache, and they got in Jigba. Jigba might be the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. He has 7 games, all 7 games over 100 yards receiving. He
is finally becoming the guy they expected him to be.
Well,
there was a lot of injuries early,
and they had him in the slot.
Yeah,
and so now that Metcalf is gone, he's the true number one. He's eating, man. Listen, I'm trying to figure out what is receiver U? Is it O-State or is it LSU?
I think it's LSU personally.
Okay, Chris Olave,
and Ohio
Garrett
State, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Marvin Harrison, and obviously Smith and Jigba. And then LSU, you're talking about Jefferson, Chase. The overall height of those players and who they are, it to me is better. Like, you have bigger superstars coming out of LSU. Brian Thomas. You do. Jefferson and Chase, dude.
I think we're forgetting some Ohio State guys.
I'll go through during the break and bust a few out for you.
Santonio
Holmes back in the day, absolutely.
And the number one guy coming out this year, the young guy.
He's
Ohio
not even
State.
out this year. He's got one more year, Jeremiah Smith.
And he's already better than half of the people I just said on the list.
I'm going to give you a guy, though, that might even be better. And it's not just off of what I saw the other night. It's watching tape.
Miami?
No.
Oh.
Guy who's a freshman at Oregon, DeCorian Moore. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. That guy.
You got to look at it the right way.
No, I am. I promise I am. That guy is ridiculous. He's a 5-star guy. That Oregon team, man, they got 4 and 5-star guys all over the place. There ain't a 3 stars need not apply. It's Bart and Carlin. ESPN New York, 800-919-3776. Expectations for the Knicks, what's acceptable and what's not. It's on the way.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Listen, the weather is starting to cool off a little bit and the cold is coming fast. Fill up your oil before the cold sets in. Now's the best time because the prices are still so low. By the time we get to Halloween and early November, you know it's going to be freezing. So make it easy to keep your house comfortable and warm. That's what Romeo's Fuel does. They keep you warm with discount home heating oil. Order online at romeosfuel.com. Now fully serving Nassau and Suffolk, go to romeosfuel.com today. That's romeosfuel.com.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit sunyempire.edu before the next term begins.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Why would we trade our best player?
Well, at least you got to watch him in person when he was here.
I named my only son after him.
So you'll always remember his name.
Yeah, but what do I do with this jersey?
Luckily, the company has a great return policy.
I wore it for 6 seasons.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
I still haven't gotten an answer as to why that guy was riding a unicycle the other day. I mean, I have never seen that publicly. Somebody just out in the street riding a unicycle. Like, what? What are you trying to prove?
He's coming for Red Panda's job, man. They see how much cheese out there. They're like, yo, man, this Red Panda monopolized the situation for a long time.
But he didn't have 7 bowls on his foot like he was about to throw them on his head.
Of course, because he's trying to see if he can navigate behind the potholes, and they're going to drop the bowls from the top of the scaffolding.
You know what I'd love to see? I just had a vision in my head as you said that. He's coming for Red Panda. Red Panda coming back to him and saying, if you're coming for the queen, you best not miss.
Black Widow.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app on YouTube as well. We'll get some of the comments in there. See, Johnny Blaze chiming in right here. Talking about the Jets. Gino looks like he got paid and said, I'm good. I'm going back to the old Gino. He looks bad. Yeah, well, Gino also got paid up in Seattle, too, and he didn't look bad. But he said, let's go Jets. Enough with the negative. Johnny, please, find the positive. Find a positive for me on the Jets, and I'm happy to discuss it. I get so frustrated because I can't help but talk about the negative on the show when there is no positive. Like, I actually opened up the Giants the other day, Bart, and talked about the fact that this wasn't a disgusting loss or anything like that. It was. But I started with the fact that you were in that position to begin with, and there was actually life in what's going on in those halls.
Yeah.
All I want is something shiny and good and new. What's wrong with good? What's wrong with interesting?
What's good with average? What's good then not the worst?
Again, you got to be bad. That's fine. Just don't be boring. Don't be boring. Don't make me snooze off. Don't make me snooze off.
At least the Giants, like you said, it was exciting. Like they lost at the end, but it's like, all right, whatever.
I heard I can't take this from Dave, and I should have said this to him yesterday, and I didn't. Dave said the other night on his show, Dave Rothenberg's Giant Obsession, that he does the digital show, in addition to on his show yesterday, that he would rather lose like the Jets are right now than have your heart ripped out of your chest like you did the other night. Like, no chance that can be the case.
The pain means that you're alive. I think Jet fans are just numb.
They're numb and they're apathetic. That's the biggest. You want to talk about the biggest problem coming right now? Apathy. We're hitting toward the end of October, and already, please tell me the Jet fans that are lining up to get to some of these games. You know, I hate to say it because I want people to care.
Yeah.
I want people to be out there and to be caring and to be into it. And you know a lot of these games in the second half are now going to turn into home games for the other teams. And that's unfortunate. And I get it. Who wants to sit out there and freeze while this is getting bad? Again.
It's tough out in these streets, man.
I know. It hurts you a lot more than it hurts me. Because I know how much it hurts you.
It's like, come on, man. It's like it takes it. I've been doing this for a while, man, and I've never seen a playoff. I've never seen a winning record.
Wow.
Let that sink in.
Have you been doing it since?
Hold on.
Did you see the Todd Bowles first year?
Yeah, that's right. The
10-6.
They broke my heart.
Right, and then didn't make the playoffs.
They lost a game that they were supposed to.
That was a Buffalo game.
Yeah. Against Rex.
One winning season since you retired. One winning season.
One winning season, no playoffs. Brandon Marshall had 1,400 yards that year. Brandon Marshall has never went. You know he's never went to the playoffs in his career.
That's unbelievable. What's even more alarming is not the word. Disheartening is the word. Is that the Jets have not gone to the playoffs since you were playing.
And that was in my early run, not even the last.
Was the Jets' last playoff game the AFC Championship game?
Yep.
In Pittsburgh?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ryan in the mailman is next. Ryan, the AFC Championship game was the last game. And I know we've talked about it for 14 years, but still, it just struck me. That was the last freaking playoff game, man.
That's a long time ago.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
I just wanted to say, I know I'm hearing everything about the possibly tanking or the Jets going for that number one pick. Then he wins. How they're going to get it, I don't know. But I think you need wins more than anything because you, like Bart has said earlier, how you plan on attracting players next year when they're looking at this team like this is doo-doo. Like, why would I want to come here?
Yeah.
How are you going to keep morale on the team? How are you going to keep the team engaged, keep players engaged when you can't string along wins? And I just wanted to know, like, if there was a coach out there, and I don't think there is, I don't know, what if the Jets pulled like the Patriots did with Gerard Mayo and was like, you know what, let's just cut bait.
You want to get him
somewhere else.
You giving up on Glenn already?
I'm a Pat fan.
Oh,
get out of here. You're a Patriot. Just go home.
You trying to get Mike McCarthy?
Get out of here. I'm a Pat fan. And that's the thing. That's the other thing that really hurts is the Patriots are back already.
They're back.
They're freaking 5-2, and they found their young quarterback.
Yeah, but they sucked on the right year.
Exactly. And they didn't live in hell for all that long.
We sucking with the Kenny Pickett years. We suck when Kenny Pickett is the high-priced commodity.
Yeah. And look, I'm just hopeful now. I will say, again, Bart, I won't I'm not going to pump this guy up too much the other night. Moore does have a cannon for an arm. I saw that the other night.
Yeah, that's great. Heard that before, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. No, he's accurate. He does some good things.
How many games have you started?
Yeah, exactly. I am not going to sit here and try and advocate for him because when you don't have that many starts, I just can't go down that road with you again. When you have 12 and 13 and 15 starts in your career in college, not enough. I have to see more. I want to. Where's the 40-start guy for the Jets? Is it Fernando Mendoza?
Mendoza.
That's basically it. That's what it's starting to look like.
From the pocket Doza.
Muji.
That'd be getting a non-dual threat quarterback. That'd be like getting a pocket quarterback.
Muji was there the other night.
Ooh.
He was there on Friday night.
Muji.
And they have like 3 first-round guys on that team right now as opposed to what will be coming later in the year.
And we know what he was looking for.
You think he was looking at Moore?
Damn straight. Mendoza.
No. I'm talking about Mendoza's he going to Indiana.
Yeah.
Moore is at Oregon. And I'm saying
each other?
Muji was at the Rutgers game the other night.
For
Oregon. That's what I'm saying.
He damn sure. No, he wasn't there for Rutgers?
I'm sure there were some players that he was looking at. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure that he was looking at plenty of guys with Oregon, too.
Looking for kickers.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Who should the Jets start at QB this week?
I want to make sure that I make the right decision, and I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
Are the Knicks tempering expectations already?
Stay in the present. Don't worry about all the chatter, all the noise outside. Just worry about what's in the locker room, what we know we got to accomplish, what we got to do, get better every day, put ourselves in the best spot.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
It's NBA tip-off week, and FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you miss the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth-quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now's the perfect time to join, because FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So just visit FanDuel.com/K to sign up today. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
That's right. It is noon 01. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, the ESPN New York app on YouTube, where we are located on the ESPN New York page. Go there. We incorporate some of your comments into the show. Sometimes they're just flat out weird. A guy named Mustafa is talking about a Black Widow spider. Just honestly, last night, a Black Widow spider bit me on the neck, and 4 hours before I predicted the Blue Jays would win the game. After a night's fully recharged after a Black Widow spider. What the hell are you talking about? Get out of my chat! I don't even know what that is. Bart, you know it's noon? You know what that means?
It's the power hour. It's the power hour.
Well, you didn't even really sell that well. Come on.
Because I did 7 for the record.
7 for the record? Okay.
I'm predicting Joe Flacco going to go full out Ryan Fitzpatrick and start throwing the ball all over the place and turning the ball over. Throw some pick sixes.
So this is the week that you are predicting that the Jets get the W.
Yeah, because I think that maybe, just maybe, that their defense isn't that good.
Oh, I know the Cincinnati defense is not that good. It's bad.
We'll see if Trey Henderson's going to play.
Do you think – let me ask you this. Do you think Trey Hendrickson's going to play before he gets traded?
Well, he has to show that he's healthy.
But, I mean, there could be a little wink and a nod there, like, he's fine.
It was his hip the other day.
Like, listen, you trade for him, all of a sudden he's going to be just fine.
Well, we've seen that before.
Yes, we have. We have. So I would not be shocked if that's what's going on, too.
Devontae Adams' hamstring is hurt. I'm back, baby. Ooh, that water felt good.
I mean, maybe the Eagles are not going to go and get Trey Hendrickson now because they got Brandon Graham to come back.
Yeah, if you think you can depend on that, then, good luck.
I mean, I can't think that BG is going to play more than 10 to 15 snaps a game.
Right. They only have 11 sacks as a D-line.
They have not gotten after it this year.
So you might want to have him and then somebody who can get you sacks on early downs and stuff too.
Well, here's the point. When you look at the Jets, and this is what we're talking about, and we're talking about you're hoping that Hendrickson doesn't play against Cincinnati, and you're hoping that Flacco turns it over all over the place. Don't you have to start to just acknowledge that your quarterback play has not been nearly good enough, and Tyrod Taylor against Cincinnati is going to give you a much better chance to win?
It's weird though because their defense is so bad. A guy running around and see the thing is you can't depend
throw the
on
ball.
I'm saying you can't depend on that. So yeah, I'd rather have Tyrod where I know the ball is going to go where it's supposed to go. Here's the problem: Sauce might not go. They got Higgins and
Chase.
Yep. And that can get Coyote ugly. So we'll see. Like, my challenge flag was thrown out to Wilkes, because you can't be in no man-to-man against those guys, man. Flacco ate the Steelers' ass alive. The Steelers were doing all kinds of stuff. You know how they do. They're getting all these weird, exotic disguises and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
Well, the point is Joe Flacco knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah,
and he's not an idiot. He can throw picks, but he's not an idiot.
Yeah, but you give him receivers like that, they're not going to let you pick the ball.
Absolutely.
Because they so damn wide open, especially if you're going to play cover one. You better be playing two-man, and it's like cover two, cover three, cover four. We used to play 59 stuff. But you don't know who you're going to stuff, especially when everybody hurt. But the defense has been playing well, but it's going to be that's a tall task to say hold this team to 13 points.
It absolutely is. I wouldn't expect them to. But on the flip side, they got to score points, and that's the bigger problem. And when I listen to Aaron Glenn say this, it's a little bit bothersome.
Well, that's something that, I want to continue to look at. There's a lot of thought that goes into that. For me personally, and then being able to get with the staff, and then just being able to ask other coaches that have been in the situation, how would they handle that? So I want to make sure that I make the right decision. And I don't want to make rash decisions either. I just want to make sure when the decision is made, it'll be the right one.
How could this possibly be a rash decision after what we have seen through the first 7 weeks of the season? How could this be a rash decision?
I don't know how it could be either.
I don't know why you need to solicit opinions from other people that you view as mentors or whatever. You're a football coach. We all can see this guy isn't very good, and we all can see that while Tyrod Taylor might not exactly be a world beater and he might turn the ball over, there were opportunities the other day to make some plays, and at least he took the chances to go and do it. And while Justin Fields may not have thrown an interception this year, which is really, think about that. Justin Fields has not thrown an interception this year, and he has played as poorly as he has, which tells you that he just has not taken any chance whatsoever in being this bad. I don't know where the discussion is to be had for a coach that is sitting at 0-7 right now, and that sounds to me like someone is doubting his own eyes a little bit.
It's tough, man. It's rough over here right now, man.
Dynamite dropping, Bart.
You try and explain it, but you don't know which way it's going to work, what's not going to work. You know what I mean? You're trying to figure out, like, how do we get some balance? How do we get some stability? How do we build? Right? It's like we're so reactive right now.
But that's when you play the guy.
You got no Garrett. This is a game where you need a guy. You need Garrett to try and put up points.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to step up in the face, and whose responsibility is it that we don't have a number 2 receiver? We don't have a professional number 2 receiver.
You right now don't have. You don't. I would make the argument you don't have a number 3.
Right. We have the worst.
That's how bad it is.
We have the worst receiving core in football.
That's saying something, because there are some receiving cores out there that are not very good at all.
I don't understand why we weren't in the running for Trey Burks. Like, any of the dudes that got cut from anywhere, why are we bringing them in?
It's a great question. I wish I had an answer to it. Treylon Burks immediately, not even immediately, it took a few days, signed with Washington's practice squad. It wasn't even signing with the team. It was the practice squad. So what are we doing here? Why are you looking at this situation like it's so complex if you're the head coach? Who is the more stable player to put out there? Who is the guy that gives me the best chance to win? Because, Bart, this is the first time when I hear a comment like that it feels like a red flag about Aaron Glenn as a head coach. It's the first time. I'm not worried about Aaron Glenn getting fired this season. But that is the first time where you are talking about stability and toughness and all these things, and we're moving in silence in the offseason. And now in week 7, when it comes to the quarterback, it's, I'm going to talk to some people. I'd like to get some opinions on this. It sounds like you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you got to question yourself when you're 0-7. I'm sure he didn't see that coming.
No, nobody did. Nobody did. And I get it. I just don't want to hear that you're questioning yourself. He's being honest in the moment, I guess, to a degree. But, like, that's – and I can imagine, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, what does a player think on that roster? What does somebody on that defense think when they're playing better and they hear that? Like, yeah, I'm going to talk to some different people. We'll see how this goes.
It's like a group. It's like a group project, right? It's like, come on, man. Like,
but we all see it.
You got to make the decision. This is you. This is what you signed up for, to make the tough decisions. You got to make it, and you can't be meek about it, right? Because it comes off, if you're unsure, how are we going to be sure?
The other thing, too, is this. I keep going back to this for everybody that was screaming and yelling about it last year. How is it that Pittsburgh went 4-2 with Justin Fields as their quarterback when their offensive line was not as good as the Jets? You could say that their weapons were just about on par, because I think Pickens and Wilson is kind of a wash.
Yeah.
But other than that, there wasn't much there. But the team as a whole, like,
they mucked it up. They mucked it up. The defense was, like I said in the first hour, the defense was a lot better, so they're able to carry them. Like, our defense was horrible, giving up 30 points. But they were giving up more points than anybody in the league the first 4 games of the season, because they're in a new system and communication is off. They seem to have fixed those problems. 13 points in the last 2 weeks. But before that, like, it was a new system across the board. For Pittsburgh, it wasn't. They always had that continuity. What's his name?
Terrell Austin on defense.
Austin, you're right, had been there. So that system was ready and locked. So they had one hat. At least they had something that they can hang their hat on as far as the team. We've been waiting for the Jets to put the offense and the special teams together for the last couple of weeks. That's what's been holding us down and keeping us competitive. It's the special teams, because our offense has been horrible. Now we're hoping that the offense, special teams, and defense can just step up and play and do their part. Not be special, but just be not horrible.
Aaron, that's the thing. We're not setting the bar high. We're not. Nobody expected championship this year, but nobody expected this. And when you start to show your warts a little bit, this is where you start to lose me a little bit, Bart.
Yeah.
This is where you start to lose me a little bit if you're the coach. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Gilbert is in the truck next, listening on the ESPN New York app. What's up, bud?
What's up, buddy? I wanted to ask you a question. Let's put football under the same microscope that we put baseball, okay? And how analytics has taken the gut feeling from coaches and having them coach the way they're supposed to coach. By what you were saying all along, you and Bart. That's what Bart gets stuck with his words. Everything you see with your eyes, and your gut feeling. And maybe this player, you saw him practice pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Let's put him in. Or this wide receiver had a nice communication with the quarterback. Let's put him in. Everybody's coaching from analytics. It's like they're so scared to coach from their belly. It's like the Parcells and who was the guy that came from the Jaguars and became the Giants coach? And
Tom Coughlin.
Man, Carlin. I mean, those are true coaches, kids.
But
what happened to the Carolins, the San Diego Chargers? What was that?
I got him off.
I mean, listen, the fact that people don't believe that analytics have been a part of the game it's crazy. Like,
I heard somebody put it.
I had a whole binder.
I heard somebody put it this way the other day. They just used to call them tendencies.
Yes, that's all. Bro, we used to get a binder, and it was probably like 100 pages thick. And it had every description of every player, their strengths, their weaknesses. It had every play that a team had ran out of a certain formation, certain personnel grouping. It had the percentages when this particular player is lined up at this spot opposed to this spot in the same personnel grouping, what that means. What they were on third down, what they were on first down. What was their base practice on first? We had all this stuff. Like, this was like the fact that y'all think that analytics is something new. That coach were calling his plays based off the analytics.
It wasn't all
That's what
gut.
The third down. Yeah, it wasn't all gut, brother. Like, we had more information, and then that's before we even watched film and broke them down even more.
But, all right. So, for instance, I got one guy chiming in here, Lau, on the chat over on the ESPN New York YouTube page. And when I was asking the question, how is it that they win games with Fields in Pittsburgh, and it's the same kind of thing here this year, but it's completely different in terms of what the results are, and he's been much worse. Very simple, Carlin. The Steelers have a positive environment and continuity. It's not just about the continuity, and it's not positive environment that everybody's not feeling better about themselves. It has a lot more to do with the fact that this is just not that great of a player, and for whatever reason, they were able to navigate his deficiencies better than the Jets have been. Talent-wise, there was better talent here than there was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but, you have a Super Bowl winning coach, a coach that's never had a losing season. He knows how to muck it up, and his program's in place. He knows how to win ugly games. The Jets have lost all their ugly games. They just played 2 ugly games and lost. They played a game with Pittsburgh that they could have won, should have won.
I got a lot of people, too, chiming in. Johnny is chiming in on this, and so is Jose on the Jets' offensive line. And there seems to be a lot more division on whether or not the Jet offensive line is actually any good. So please address that. And I get it, and let's all just accept together that we are throwing out the Denver game when we talk about it, because that was on the quarterback, and we all know it because we all saw it.
I mean, I think the Jets' offensive line, you put any other quarterback back there and give them a couple receivers, I think that offensive line is top 10, as constituted with the weapons they have now, top 15. I think it has the potential with Mimbu only getting better, Fashion only getting better. But it's so difficult because they do nothing well on the offense, and they don't do a lot of stuff from throwing the ball. Like you talk about Justin Fields, he holds the ball like longer than anybody in the NFL. And I'm not just like, oh, he holds it longer than anybody. No, literally, he holds the ball longer than he's the guy.
The average time on those sacks, on those 9 sacks last week, he had the ball for 4 seconds.
If you watch the Bengals and the Bengals and Steelers, did you see how fast Joe Flacco was getting the ball out? TJ Watt, he wasn't even a factor. Ball was gone.
And it's easier to do when you have Chase and you have Higgins, but still.
And Sam Darnold was doing it from playing underneath the center a lot and being able to have a lot of big play action runs and stuff like that and play action passes. I think the Jet offensive line is just fine. I think it's one of the better units in all of football.
I don't think it's a problem.
I think it even gets even stronger if they're able to move Tippmann back to center and get a new right guard.
I don't think it's the problem. I don't think it's the problem at all. Hey,
close to problem.
No, absolutely not. Hey, celebrate the return of Knicks basketball with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from Scout NYC across from Madison Square Garden tomorrow before the Knicks home opener against the Cavaliers. The guys are going to be broadcasting live starting at 3 o'clock. Special guest appearances by Monica McNutt and Pat O'Keefe. It's brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Ready to let the good times cruise? Well, then you need Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea made with real iced tea, real vodka, no bubbles. It is one wildly refreshing drink. Again, that's Scout NYC, 3 p.m. tomorrow, right up until pregame here on ESPN New York. Let's hit Pete in Staten Island next on ESPN New York. What's up, buddy boy?
Hey, guys, how are you?
You know.
Living the dream. So what I wanted to say is you don't think Aaron Glenn should have had a little different conversation when Aaron Rodgers, the guy flies there, right? Just stay with me. You listen to him, you say, okay, listen, no more McAfee. All right, reduce your contract if you can. Okay. You wine and dine him, you get him on board. And maybe you have Fields as the backup who would learn from him. I mean, I don't know. The Green Bay quarterbacks, it seems like it works where somebody teaches the next guy who teaches the next guy. Now, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't obey the rules down the road, you trade him. I don't know. You had what? Flacco got traded? Who would you want, Rodgers or Flacco? I'm sure you could get a pick for him if he doesn't obey whatever, ruling that they do. I just don't get it. I think that was a huge mistake right out of the gate.
Pete, I guess you could look at it this way. The Jets' highest paid player this year is Aaron Rodgers, at least according to the salary cap. And so when you're using up that much room on your salary cap, shouldn't you at least be getting something out of it? Like, I know that so many people feel like they needed to get him out of the building. That's fine. What I also know is that the Jets would be better right now than they are at the moment had they kept Aaron Rodgers. And if Aaron Glenn could legitimately have convinced him, hey, no Pat McAfee, as he called him, no Pat McAfee, as Pittsburgh has clearly convinced him, because he's not doing that show anymore, then maybe things would have been a little bit different. Maybe you would have cut back on the drama.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers definitely would have did something different, but Aaron Glenn came in with a clear, concise mission, how he wanted to run things, and it didn't seem like he was willing to waver or think. I mean, not think, to listen to outside opinions about how could we win with Aaron Rodgers? How could we? They were so gun-ho on, man, we think, and I don't know, maybe because he went against Justin Fields a couple of years where maybe his best year where he ran for so many yards. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the case. But I can't, he was so gun-ho on Justin Fields that I don't think if Aaron Rodgers said he wouldn't do all that stuff if he would have wanted him anyway.
Let's hit Ben in Arizona up next, listening on the ESPN New York app. Hey, Ben, what's going on?
Hey, Bart, man, I'm a Bart disciple. I hang on every word you say. You speak the same way I speak. Why are the Raiders still trash? Make me believe that the Raiders are going to be good with Pete Carroll. Please, Bart. I like what you say. You got a great mind. Make me believe the Raiders are going to be good.
This is the crazy part. The tight end, he's not as good this year. Jacoby Myers, Geno's barbecue chicken, man. Like
Bowers has been hurt the last 2 games. Yeah.
Nobody knew that Geno was going to be like this, man. Like, you thought change of scenery, his guy reunited, and it just hasn't worked out. And now the rest of that division is getting so much better. And it reminds me like when Joe Gibbs came back for the second time. It was like it didn't have the same magic. Like when he came back and, everybody kind of knew his system. Everybody knew what his tendencies was. He was so old school, and the game had kind of evolved. It just seems like the game has evolved. I don't know why the Raiders are so bad. I thought they would at least be a 500 team at least and then start building. But if Geno's going to play like this, you got no shot.
All right, he's gone.
Sorry to paint that bad picture.
No, listen, I don't know how you could feel good about the Raiders right now. And I thought Pete Carroll was an inspired hire by them. It's bringing somebody for stability. And they too much of the time still look like the Raiders, Yeah. They still make so many of the same mistakes that they always make, whether it's the penalties or whatever. And Geno is getting closer and closer to done. Geno might just be the backup from now on.
Back arguing with kids at the 707 tournament. That's why I make the big bucks.
Josh and Hazlitt next on ESPN New York. Josh, what's up?
Good afternoon, boys. I got to be honest. The Aaron Rodgers conversation with the Jets is driving me absolutely insane.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers on this team would not make Allen Lazard or Josh Reynolds or Arian Smith NFL rosterable receivers. There is no one on this roster nearly as good as DK Metcalf. There is no one on this roster or coaching staff.
Garrett Wilson isn't as good as DK Metcalf?
No.
He's got 1,000 yards in each season with bums for quarterbacks.
Just remind me, Bart, how many times has he hit the end zone in those seasons?
I mean, Geno Smith was playing a lot better with DK Metcalf. They walked away from DK Metcalf and traded him because they thought Njigba was better.
Listen, we're splitting hairs on DK and Garrett. If you want to say Garrett's on that level, fantastic. I love Garrett. But look at the roster around him. This team maybe wins one game with Aaron Rodgers behind center.
Come on, man.
And not for nothing, if Aaron Rodgers didn't respect Robert Saleh, who had a few years at least as a head coach, what would make you think he's going to respect Aaron Glenn?
What do you mean he didn't respect Robert Saleh? He came here because of Robert Saleh.
He undermined him multiple times while he was here.
Okay. But he's not undermining Mike Tomlin, right?
Mike Tomlin's got a Super Bowl ring. That's more than Robert Saleh does.
That was a long time ago. And who did Aaron Rodgers beat in the Super Bowl? Mike Tomlin.
That's fair. That's fair. But would you rather have Mike Tomlin or Aaron Glenn?
No.
Like, this is not a hard conversation.
No, it's not.
But the hard conversation is saying that you don't think they would have won the game against Denver when all Fields had to do was hit an out route that was open for like 20 seconds. Like you act like if Aaron Rodgers was on the Jets and Justin Fields was on the Steelers, that they wouldn't have won that game too.
They'd at least be
like
3-4.
You act like last week, the game that they were in, they wouldn't have scored more than 9 points. Aaron Rodgers basically almost beat the Cincinnati Bengals, who put up crazy numbers in offense with 3 jumbo tight ends and 1 wide receiver. How about he's throwing to 3 tight ends? Fairmouth, Jonnu Smith, and Washington, and he's putting up 24 points. What are you talking about?
They would at the very least, be 3-4 right now with Rodgers as a quarterback, to me, because they've had opportunities in those games. And when you look at the rest of the league, you still at 3-4 are at least alive. I mean, it's not the NFC, but you're at least alive. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. In moments, we haven't even delved into the Giants and Jackson Dart today and why Jackson Dart isn't even the biggest influence on the future of the head coach. We'll explain next on ESPN New York.
No more McAfee.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bathfitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Cash rules
All
everything
right, this is a good one. And I'm sure you're going to, I know from some of your stories in the past that this does not even start to cover it. But I'm going to read this to you, okay?
Okay.
This is about Peyton Manning.
Oh, God.
John Gruden once shared a story about Peyton Manning's legendary attention to detail, saying that Manning would sometimes call out opposing players' wives' names during games to mess with defenders. Gruden claimed that Manning would research the secondary's personal lives and use the names as audibles at the line of scrimmage. The tactic would catch players off guard. Gruden told the story in a humorous way, highlighting Manning's next-level preparation and psychological edge. You're scoffing at this. Why is that?
Yeah, I would have got Peyton's wife pregnant. He would try to put that on me. It'd been like Roger Dorn. All right. Oh, we calling out wives? All right, I got you.
So that means you're immediately trying to figure out how you can hook up with Peyton Manning's wife.
Yeah, or his sister. I'm in the family. What's up? Auntie, I'm in the family. What's up? I'm hitting on Arch's wife. What's up? Yeah, I'd have became Peyton's stepdaddy.
All right, listen. You have told the Aaron Hernandez story before.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the other, again, keeping in mind that we're on the radio and that we're governed by the FCC.
Yeah.
Well, you know, as Joe Leo just pointed out, is that really going to stop him? Joe, I don't mind just laying out the safeguards, if for anything else, plausible deniability on my part.
Yeah.
Is there really anything else that could really keep you that from telling me? Can you give me one or two other things that would give you pause for things that you either heard or said?
Well, we all know, like, it's like the whole thing in the league, like Stephon Diggs, right? He's dated a lot of famous girls, but all these girls kind of travel in the same packs. So I used to see guys get into it over chicks. I've seen guys fight it out over strippers. You know what I'm saying? So I'll keep it at that. It was in guys like going to Pound Town on other people's girls from other teams, and some on the same team. I mean, we know for a fact that with the Saints, it was a reason why Willie Roaf had to leave the Saints. Rumor has it.
Again, rumors, allegedly.
Yeah,
rumors.
Rumors had
unsubstantiated rumors
that Joe Horn was having relations with Willie Roaf's wife.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
And let's not even talk about Tommy Harris in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's a lot of that going on.
Gotcha. By the way,
somebody got to die.
I don't know why I did it. I'm going to call myself out on this. For the first time, I forgot we were on YouTube. When Michael was standing outside my window, I flipped him off. At least it wasn't the Eli Manning double bird, but I did flip him off as he was standing outside the window to the studio.
You're number one, buddy.
800-919-3776. You know, on the Giants front, when it comes to Dart, I really am going to think that the bigger influence later this year, when the Giants are figuring out what they're going to do, is not even going to be about Dart. It's going to be more about Jones. And I get that they have put things around him, right? That you have Jonathan Taylor, you have a great running back, you have all of those things. Think about John Mara for a second. If I'm trying to evaluate what I want to do, well, I let my GM decide that he was going to get rid of the great running back. And what do you know? When Daniel Jones plays with a great running back, he's a much different player. And he's obviously got better receivers with the exception of Neighbors, who overall is the best of the group.
But if you're not taking Dart, you would have got your second pick would have been Luther Burton the second, or it would have been a great receiver.
Yeah, and you would have been in a much better position this year to do that, right? You would have been taking him in the second round.
And you have to go to Snyder like, yo, bro, why can't we get offensive linemen? Remember, the Minnesota Vikings got a lot of got the Kelly guy from the Colts. Like a lot of people, look at what the Bears did to improve their offensive line. Like, why we get Runyon and we get these people that don't work out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why we? It's not that we haven't invested in the offensive line. It's that you've done a horrible job in building it. Because if we could have did that for Daniel Jones with the price that he was asking, like what Daniel Jones making $40 million a year, 38.
He was, yeah. He was.
That's a decent price.
Yeah.
You could have had you still could have had a dual Carter, and you still could have moved back in and got the best. You could have moved back in and got Ty Warren. Not Ty Warren. He would have been too high. You still could have moved back in and got one of the top receivers off the board.
Let me look real quick where they were in that second round, if they would have even had to have moved up.
There was 30. They was in the second. Yeah, they were second, right?
Right, but I mean, where did Luther Burden go? He went to the Bears. I don't know what pick number that was in the second round. But at any rate, you get the point. If he would have been available to them, the Giants made that trade with the Rams. The Rams took it was 2024.
Yeah, butterfly. It's a butterfly effect with everything.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Like, they decided to say, let's Daniel Jones go, let Saquon go, let Xavier McKinney go. Like, who's making more money, Javon Hollins or Xavier McKinney?
I think
Javon
Holland is now. I'd have to look. But
you know what I'm saying?
The idea of letting McKinney go was such a mistake.
Yeah, he's one of the best safeties in the league.
Listen, when it comes down to it, though, when John Mara is trying to figure out what he's going to do about Daboll, you can make the argument that it should have a lot more to do with what Daniel Jones has done this year than anything else, than Dart. Because John Mara is the one who said we've done everything we can to ruin the guy a couple of years ago. And
you set him free, and now he gonna ruin your ass.
While he was not the draft pick of this regime, they paid him. They paid him. So if you're going to pay him that kind of money, and then you see him go somewhere else, and he has a lot more success, and you had opportunities to keep some of those other pieces around that would have, I can very confidently say, at least equaled what the Colts have on offense. I don't know where the argument is to be had to keep the coach here. I really don't. When you have things like what happened the other day happen, why would you possibly argue to keep Brian Daboll here?
I mean, because you painted yourself in a corner. And listen, I think Mara let his feelings get involved in it because he was reminiscing about his father and saying that, how he doesn't want to keep making changes to make changes. But, sometimes you have to do what you feel is right no matter how many times you do it.
So the trade was with Houston, and it was for $34.99 and the third-round pick this year. So as I look at it, Houston took Jaden Higgins, who is a receiver. That's a second pick of the second round. So Luther Burden was available. He went later than that. You could have had him. Trey Harris was available, who was taken by the Chargers later on. Jack Besh, who hasn't done much with the Raiders at all. Point is, like, even if you didn't make the trade, you were still in a decent position to get better.
The best player. You could have got the best player. I thought that they were set up perfectly to get a dual Carter and then to go do something later on. You know what I mean? And if you get a great player, then you still have the ability to go get the receiver, be it free agency.
My overall point continues to be this: if I'm going to let Jones go, and I did it in the middle of the season last year, and somehow Kevin O'Connell had this amazing impact on him, what does that say about the guy right now that I'm allowing to develop this quarterback? They may have a good relationship, but here's a couple things I know. Josh Allen was a top 5 pick. Josh Allen still had the turnover problem with Brian Daboll, and he didn't really get rid of it until Ken Dorsey was gone in Buffalo.
Yeah, Joe Brady, yeah.
Yep. So
start running the ball more.
Exactly.
Daboll is not a big believer in running the football.
I guess
he
here's
doesn't
my
put
point.
a lot of value in tailbacks.
Do I really give Brian Daboll that much credit for what he did with Josh Allen? And considering he didn't do anything to help Daniel Jones, who is now blossoming elsewhere, whether or not it was a 5-week stint in Minnesota that really helped him along, or just getting into a better situation in Indianapolis, I don't know, man, but it doesn't speak well to the coach. I'm factoring in a lot more of what happened with Jones here in deciding the future of Daboll than I am in Jackson Dart. Because I actually think Jackson Dart, Bart, is going to develop no matter who the not no matter who, but with other coaches too.
How many was this year 4 for Daboll, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Started off and was able
22 was his first year. And they went to the playoffs. They won the playoff game against Minnesota. Jones went 15-5, and everybody was saying what an amazing season he had. And it was just, don't screw it up.
So I mean, I don't. How much credit do you give him for that? Was that other people players, or?
I don't know how much credit I give him. You got the new coach bounce in year 1.
Okay, let's talk about the turnarounds that we've seen. We've seen the Lions turnaround, right? Mm-hmm. I forget his name. Then we got Brian Poles. Is Brian Poles or something like that?
Ryan Poles is the GM in Chicago.
Okay, so we got Ryan Poles. We don't know. It's still incomplete. He's made a lot of transactions. He's made a lot of good moves.
Say this about Ben Johnson. They started 0-2. They've won 4 in a row.
Yeah. So you got
and that. Williams is playing well.
Liam Cohen went down to Jacksonville and turned it around in one day, one year. Harbaugh turned it around in 1 year without having a lot of draft classes. And it just, Dan Quinn, year 1. Now, granted that those guys have quarterbacks, that was already in place. But these are all people who had their first coaches that drafted them let go. So I don't worry about, to your point, Jackson Dart being destroyed if you bring in a different coach and a different voice.
I don't either.
One thing I do believe that it needs to be an offensive voice and not a defensive voice.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. I can't believe I'm going to do it, but I'm going to throw something out there just to throw it out there, and I have no earthly reason why I would do it. But just because of who the parties are involved, I'm going to do it next.
Okay.
On ESPN New York.
Listen up, folks. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code PARLAY. That's promo code PARLAY. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Knicks fans, opening night is tomorrow night. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Special guests include Monica McNutt, Pat O'Keefe, and more. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Brought to you by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it?
Bart and Carlin. Guess who's here? Guess who's here, Bart?
Is it Silver Fox?
Oh, it's the Silver Fox.
Stetson, man.
The beard is in there. It's getting better and better by the day. And I'll tell you what, you know what it is? It's well taken care of, that beard right now. That he's trying to play it off like he's not trying that hard with it, but he's taking care of that
like
beard.
it's like the 5 o'clock shadow, but you look underneath his neck and it's lined up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you probably got that good beard moisturizer. You know, they got them beard kits and stuff.
Oh, the beard softener. Got to get the beard softener. Oh, yeah. Got to get the beard softener.
Is there a beard softener?
Oh, there's a beard softener.
Because this feels like Brillo.
Are you just cutting it down a little bit to make it look like you're growing it, or is it just it's taking you a long time to grow it in?
I'm not very virile, so it takes a while.
I'm not very virile.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I can tell from last week that we got a little bit more hang time on the lip. I mean, you're not Magnum PI quite right now, but it's getting there.
The only one who likes it in the family is my kid, my son.
Your son, Jody, does not like it.
She doesn't really pass any judgment anymore on me.
Okay, so she's folded
done.
to tense, and we are where we are.
Right, yeah.
Right.
It's
What
not
about,
getting
and your
any better.
daughter doesn't like it?
She
Callie doesn't like it.
She doesn't hate it, but
she
Charlie
doesn't-
likes it.
Yeah. By the way,
keep going with it. It'll grow on everybody. Like people could just get used to a certain thing.
Bart just brought up something. Is there anybody in your younger years, besides you, that you would have rather have been than Magnum, than Tom Selleck? Tom Selleck in Hawaii, how long you're shooting that show for? 5, 6 years. With a Ferrari. I mean, you're Tom Selleck.
Taco meat.
Living in Hawaii like that?
Yeah,
Probably Danny Bonaducci.
You want that ginger hair.
Yeah, he had it going on.
Ginger hair, drug problem morning show host.
And just to be close to Susan Day.
Susan Day is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so's
absolutely.
the mom.
What about Pierce Bronson?
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan's pretty
good.
My sister, got married, never looks at another guy. But for some reason, Pierce Brosnan does it for her.
And if Pierce Brosnan shows up, everybody else is out.
And you know who's Jody's is? Paul Rudd.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Paul Rudd is,
the ageless one.
You would get shoved out of the way.
Yeah, you
quickly.
look at Paul Rudd in, what was it, Clueless?
Yeah.
And that was like 35 years ago?
He looks the same.
The exact same.
He looks
He
exactly
sold
the
his soul
same.
to the devil.
Yeah.
I see where you're going for it, Michael. You're going for George Clooney in Ocean's 35.
Yeah. You know what I've noticed about Clooney, Bart? I don't know if you've noticed. Looks old all of a sudden.
He does.
Yeah.
He
I don't
does.
know if it's because he lost weight, but he looks old.
It's all the Casamigos.
All the money from the Casamigos.
See, here's the thing is that, you and Bart, you guys can't have that, celebrity list because there actually would have been a chance at one point.
Me?
Yes.
No.
You're Michael Kay of the Yankees.
Please, I'm nobody.
Oh, come on. No, there would have been a chance. There was a time when I did the Mets Pre and Post.
Right.
And we kind of jokingly had that list, of your
Get
free
out of jail.
passes. Yeah. And I had Anne Hathaway on the list at the time.
Strong. She's still strong.
At the time. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But my friend
By
Marcy.
the way, hour and 11 minutes and 30 seconds into Brokeback Mountain, she's nude. Just saying.
You've got the time code?
Of course. Why watch? I don't want to watch the rest of that movie.
That's like me and Monster Ball. Don't do that to her, Billy Bob Thornton. She's a lady.
Make me feel good.
Well, so my friend Marcy called me as I was finishing up.
Love the name
postgame.
Marcy. Was she cute?
She was very cute.
Yeah, I knew it.
And Marcy called me up and she said, I'm at a bar downtown and Anne Hathaway is here.
Ooh.
And it was just as the postgame ended, and I called Cheryl, my wife, and I said, hey, she's at a bar downtown. And Cheryl's response was, please go and videotape it. I want to see this. I want to see you try to get anywhere with Anne Hathaway.
I would have liked to have seen that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time I got down there, she wasn't there.
Oh.
Yeah, she
probably hooked up with somebody else.
Yeah, probably so.
Life, yeah.
I'll tell you what, if it was another fat, bald guy, I would have been really ticked off.
Just like George with... What was the actress?
Oh, I forget who the actress was. She's married to Kirk Cameron, who the actress was.
No way.
You're talking about on Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's married to Kirk Cameron.
That's usually how it go down, though.
No.
Yes.
The actress that George when he was married, that he was engaged and.
Oh, no, not her. I thought you were talking about the woman, the episode where George was the woman who liked the short, stocky, bald guy, not Marissa Tomei.
Oh, yeah.
No. I was talking about the other episode where the guy was like in the hospital and covered up, and he at the end he's like, George, I won. And he was another short, bald, fat guy.
Oh, okay.
And she was like stunning. I thought that's the one.
No, she's married to Kirk Cameron.
Yes.
So she's very religious.
I think so.
Because Kirk's very religious.
Very religious.
Yeah.
Very
Seaver
religious.
family.
Man, the religious people are the freakiest ones. All them the rituals and stuff they used to have back in the day. Come on, man.
And there's the career.
Well, no, that's not even close. What, are you kidding me? That's not even close. But listen, there are more scandals out of that than anything else, for sure. I mean, that happened.
Well, what you guys talked about today? I need some guidance.
This?
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your beard.
Yeah.
The fact that you probably could have, dated a celebrity actress at one point or another.
Well,
there she goes. See ya.
See ya. Mine was Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was always okay to me. You know,
really? Well, now I've upgraded.
Yeah,
Sydney Sweeney.
See, now here's the problem with Sydney Sweeney.
Tell me what the problem is. I'd like to know.
The problem is that you're, how old?
I'm 64.
Then we're entering Belichick territory.
Yeah,
okay?
And the problem is?
Hey.
Is it working out for him? I don't know that I would argue it's working out for him.
If Jody left me tomorrow, which, I mean, is a distinct possibility.
Yeah.
You think I would date a 60-year-old? No, I'd date a 25-year-old.
No. Exactly. You would date a 25-year-old?
Of course I would. Before the day before I met Jody, I was on a date. And I guess I was 50 then. I was on a date with a 21-year-old.
Really?
Of course.
21?
Yeah. Bart, that's the right way to go, right?
Yeah, they look crazy.
Even
at 20.
Bart's like, eh.
No, they look crazy at 20. I keep mine like I'll keep it at 30, 32.
But crazy's not bad, Bart. When did crazy be bad?
See these young girls mess around with me and took a picture of you while you sleeping.
Next thing you know, you're up on the gram everywhere.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
You're showing up on World Star. It's not good.
Yeah,
World Star? What's World Star?
You know what World Star?
No.
World Star is like a gossip site,
It's
right?
like ballers. Yeah, listen, we love our boy Shay Shay, but it costs him about $50 million.
The World Star is where the where the
It's a news
Shannon
outlet,
Sharp stuff.
like Bart Alert. Yep.
Yeah. It's like TMZ kind of.
You don't want to end up like Shay Shay, man.
Well, he's still wealthy, right?
Yeah, but he took a big dip.
Well, if you could take a big dip and still be healthy,
she retired from that.
You would not be okay with losing $50 million.
No, I wouldn't be okay because if I got into that sort of trouble, the Yankees would step in.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be in that kind of trouble.
I don't know if you realize.
No,
that.
I'm taking away the situation.
Right.
I'm saying like if you took a hit of $50 million.
Well, I don't have $50 million.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, maybe you do.
No, I don't. If I did, what would I be having 2 jobs? Really? What kind of lunatic would do that?
No, you would do. If you did, you absolutely would keep doing it.
You're crazy.
You, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Let me keep going.
Let's be clear. You love money.
Well, I do love money, but I mean, if I got to 50, it would be over.
It's nothing more you like than money.
What's
than new
is
money.
50 the number? What's the number?
100.
100's the one where you'd run away.
Well, I only do home games. I would never get on a plane again.
Michael's next. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Do you give him the Taysom Hill package?
Hour and 11 minutes and 30 seconds into Brokeback Mountain. She's nude.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers